Hey, yo, welcome back to the late night place to be and the most must-see show on YouTube TV. Welcome to the Archerverse TV. Welcome to episode number 215. This is the Archerverse War Zone. It is our second edition of the Archerverse War Zone live here on YouTube, and we're going to continue that road to Slammiversary that is just inching around the corner, just a little over 2 weeks away until the year's end big extravaganza, the next spectacle, which is going to be our showcase of the Immortals. It is a year's worth of storytelling, feuding, rivalries, and great matches. Not to mention we met a whole lot of great people, had some great conversations, just all around playing, had a great time. It's been one hell of a ride since the inception of the Archerverse. It's been absolutely fantastic. So this culminates a year's worth of epic awesomeness personified, if you will, at the very best place to see fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, and the most must-see show on YouTube TV. And of course, we have 3 other shows. They are the most must-see show on Twitch TV. But tonight, live, YouTube, Warzone. We have a great card. It's an 8-match card. We have 3 championship matches, and we've got a whole lot of exciting non-stop wrestling action prepared for this evening. And just before we get there, I was just going to have a quick look at the power rankings for the Archerverse Warzone. And they changed just a little bit since last week. There's been a lot going on between Warzone and, of course, this week. You had WCW Monday Nitro, we had the Archerverse Wrestle Wars, and then of course right back to Warzone tonight. So a lot of things have changed. For those people that are on the roster of the Archerverse Warzone, some of them probably also wrestle on the Archerverse Wrestle Wars. They don't all, but some of them do. So therefore, those superstars, of course, move up the rankings just a little bit faster. And of course, that can also mean they can move down the roster that much faster, because you're either winning or you're losing. And if you're losing, then you're likely sliding down that power ranking system just a little bit. But currently, Roman Reigns, even though he just lost that World Heavyweight Championship, don't forget he was on an absolute tear before that big loss to the villain of the Archerverse, Kareem Key Woods, who is the new reigning defending, and by the way, for the very first time, is he the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship holder. And he is, of course, absolutely ecstatic. He's been partying since the victory, so I can't imagine the shape he might be in come tonight. Hopefully he got some rest and hit the gym. He's got a big matchup tonight. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But Roman Reigns, of course, lost that matchup. However, he has been on a tear prior to that, which means one loss isn't going to damage your standing in the ranking a whole lot. As you can see, he's at a bit of a standstill. It doesn't have an arrow, a green arrow or a red arrow listed for either whether he went up the roster or down the roster. He stayed where he was. We have Rose Brewer. She is, of course, the Archerverse Women's World Champion. Kyle Brewer, the Archerverse Light Heavyweight World Champion, sitting in the number 3 spot. That's actually the World Tag Team Championship. She's one half of the World Tag Team Championship. Sorry, it's a World Championship. Bret the Hitman Hart, one half of the IWGP World Tag Team Champions, with, of course, the Iceman Christian Hart. And we'll get to him in just a moment. He is also on the top 10 power rankings list this week. Adam Colossus from Demolition, one half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions. And, of course, sitting in the number 5 spot. And Johnny Braddock, his partner in crime, also in the top 10. We'll get to him in just 1 second. Ashley Marie, she is one half of the Archerverse, well, she was one half of the Archerverse World Tag Team Women's Champions. She is now the NWA Women's Champion, and she is also the Archerverse Women's World Champion. She is a Triple Crown champion, or was. Now she's only a double champion. She is no longer one half of the Tag Team Champions. The Trailblazers lost to the Villagers just last week. Christian Hart, the other half of the IWGP World Tag Team Champions. And, of course, he's sitting in the number 7 spot. Number 8, the other half. And, again, the partner in crime of Adam Colossus from Complete Geek TV from Team The Turret Man. He is Johnny Braddock, the other half of Demolition, and the other half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Ann Woods is the new Archerverse World Women's Champion after last week. Defeated Ashley Marie, which of course made her only a double champion as opposed to a Triple Crown champion. Yo, how you doing, Ephemeral? What's new and exciting? Welcome to episode number 215 for the Archerverse. Of course, it's the second edition of the Archerverse War Zone here on YouTube. We got a great card planned for the evening. We have 8 matches, 3 championship matches. We continue the road to the Archerverse Slammiversary. It's going to be a great night. How you doing, though? What's new and exciting? What is new and exciting? Yeah, well, I knew that. You were here last time, if I'm not mistaken. That, or you told me that you had a different name, but I'm pretty sure you were here for the first show. Am I wrong? Did you tell me, or were you here? I forget now. And by the way, what's the lag like? Apparently, now this is, of course, according to Team the Turret Man, apparently the lag isn't that bad for the YouTube app. Now, I don't know if you're on a desktop or if you're using the app or what you're doing, but apparently the lag isn't too bad. I'm interested to know what the lag is like, actually. You don't know? What are you using? Are you on desktop? Are you on mobile, or what are you doing? How are you viewing the show right now? In any case, while we're waiting for the answer to that question, Ann Woods, of course, defeated Ashley Marie and knocked her down a peg. And then, of course, the Villagers turned around and knocked her down just another peg. So last week was a bit of a rough week for Ashley Marie. Trailblazers lost the women's tag team titles. Well, that was within the last week and a half, actually, but still. And then Ashley Marie turned around and fought the Warlock, Ann Woods, and, of course, lost her Archerverse Women's World Championship. So she is now she is still a champion, but she does not have the Triple Crown status or the Double Champ status anymore. She is, however, the reigning defending NWA Women's World Champion. And sitting in the number 10 spot to cap off the top 10 list this week, David Devious, King David Devious, the self-proclaimed king of the Archerverse, is one half of the Archerverse World Tag Team Champions. And, of course, he'll be in action later tonight defending those tag team titles. But that is the top 10 power rankings for this week. That is how the landscape looks. It was a busy week between War Zone, and of course, again, a lot of the superstars from the Archerverse War Zone also wrestle on the Archerverse Wrestle Wars. So the power rankings change a little bit more frequent for the ones that are wrestling on both shows as opposed to the ones that are wrestling on just the one show per week. All right, here we go. It is time to get the show on the go. It is episode number 215 at the Archerverse. Episode number 2 for the Archerverse War Zone here on YouTube. And we have a great card tonight. Non-stop elite level pro wrestling action. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence. The late night place to be and the most must-see show on YouTube TV. And we're going to get the show and party started right now. It is go time for the Archerverse War Zone. Let's go. And here we go. The second edition of the Archerverse War Zone here live on YouTube. And do we have an exceptionally awesome card cooked up for tonight on this star-studded roster that is going to deliver the goods tonight as we inch closer and closer to the Archerverse Slammiversary. And we're going to get things started right away. Looks like we have from TV Crips, one half of the Disciples, also one half of the Archerverse Twins. The Archerverse Luchadors, the only Luchadors in the Archerverse, actually. He is the Falcon Robert Rage, one of the greatest tag teams on the planet today. He's also been very active in singles competition, been tearing up the scene. Tonight, he is looking to grab the brass ring. Let's see what he's got to say and who he's going to challenge. But he tells everybody he was just in a backstage interview not too long ago and literally stated that he has the challenge of a lifetime for himself, and he would like to think a challenge for the lifetime for the champion he's going to challenge. We're going to find out in just a little while. But Robert Rage looking to climb up that ladder just a little bit further, rung by damn rung, as he gets closer to grabbing that brass ring. And ladies and gentlemen, my God, it's early. This is going to be a great night. The co-host with the most is joining the broadcast from the Coolverse. He is Christian Cool. What's going on, my friend? How was your day? I'm surprised I thought you would have been playing Magic the Gathering right now or something.
Tomorrow's actually our Magic the Gathering
Is it?
day, but
what do you usually do on Fridays? Or is that just the night you get together and do whatever?
We usually do like D&D or Gloomhaven or something like that.
Okay.
But
I got my nights mixed up.
The normal group couldn't get together. We just did a few board games, and yeah, we're done early. And then I am here early here to entertain the millions
and millions, and that is very sexy, by the way. What a great night. That's a great way to start. We haven't even started the show yet, and we're already off to a great start. You've got to love it. I know,
and you know what else is sexy? Because I just caught it. That fucking banner I made for you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
It looks great.
It does. Wait till you see it on the ring itself, though.
Oh, man.
I made a few minor adjustments. You're going to notice a few adjustments to well, actually the whole... I changed the color scheme a little tiny bit. Took away some things, added some things. I mean, it's less busy, but looks beautiful. Wait till you see it. Yeah. It's different than last week. The arena looks different than last week. I wasn't going to say anything, but since you're already noticing things, that you got like the eye of a hawk, the eye of an eagle.
Well, what do you want? It was the first thing I looked for when I turned on the broadcast.
Where's the banner?
You're lucky, by the way. I remembered. Like,
I just figured that worst comes to worst, we just plugged it in for next. I mean, I didn't. Whenever you had the time,
I kind of did a rush job for that stupid. Well, it was a shit picture, anyways. But I was just, I almost forgot that it had to be done. And
I was glad.
Rush that before I met up with everybody.
Get interesting. This crowd.
I was glad to get rid of the background that I had behind the Archerverse Wrestle Wars symbol.
Well, I'm actually deciding I'm going to make a whole new Archerverse Wrestle Wars logo, similar, but it'll actually look better.
And for anybody tuning,
it.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'll redo it, retool it, and I will give you a version of it without the banner and a version with the banner.
Yeah, I would like, because you'll notice the bottom of the Wrestle Wars one turned it a little. Well, you'll see it. Nobody else will probably see it, but we see it. For anybody, we see it. For anybody just tuning into the Archerverse we were talking about Wrestle Wars. I just about called this Wrestle Wars. The Archerverse War Zone for the first time. If anybody's wondering what DCW is, that is Dogface. That is the Doghouse. And he is another wrestling promotion. He's a good friend of the Archerverse. He actually subscribes to the Archerverse. He's a supporter, and he loves what we do. And he paid to have his logo advertised in our arena. And because he, Christian Cool, and the Turp Man were the first people to become... subscribers, well, they were already subscribers, but they chose to take advantage of having their logo put in the arenas. I have also taken the liberty of putting Dogface's logo also in the arena for the Archerverse Slammiversary at the end of the year.
Well, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think he's earned that. He's been a supporter of the Archerverse for quite a few months. He's also put Archer in one of his shows. I mean, he doesn't have the same Archer we have, but he has Archer in his show, and he's a great support. He's always advertising our show on his show. He's a bit modest. I mean, he'll tell you, oh, the Archerverse is, far better than what he does, and this and that, yada yada. What he does is still cool, still fun.
What now?
Trust me, I've been to a lot of different wrestling sites, and if I don't like it, I don't stay. And I've been a part of the Doghouse for quite some time now. He's very attentive to his audience. He's a humble dude. He's entertaining. He pays attention. He's a wrestling fan. And although he doesn't do exactly what we do, it's a great little community, and I have a good time when I'm there. And hopefully other people do too when they get a chance to go over and visit. So,
awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him a lot. Wow, this is the challenge he was talking about. He's calling out the world champ. The last time we saw Robert Rage, he just had a loss to his record not long ago. But Robert Rage, he doesn't ever know when to quit. He just gets back into the gym, perhaps a little harder, and bounces back. But tonight, last time we saw him, he was challenging for the Archerverse Dragon Pure Wrestling Championship and came with just an inch of winning. Just on that eve, was not the better man. Tonight, he's stepping up a whole new level. I mean, he's challenging the brand new Archerverse World Champ here. Cool.
Oh, I'm super excited to see what may come of this, Archer. I mean, Kareem Woods, he's very good talent. We know what he brings to the fucking ring. But, Robert Rage has totally dazzled fans. I mean, I'm starting to see a bunch of kids wear the mask. Kids are feeling the rage, Archer.
They are. They're feeling the rage. And I'll be honest, I mean, Robert Rage has been one of the most, like you said, I'll use your word actually, dazzling superstars to watch in the past few months. He started out as a singles competitor, then he spent a big chunk of his time with his brother Ryan Rage in the tag team division, where they excelled, by the way. I'm not saying anything, I'm not implying anything, but then he stepped foot back into singles competition, and I did wonder, how well is he going to do? And, well, we've got our answer. I mean, he may have lost his last matchup, but he won 4 prior to that. And here we are again, him challenging yet another champ. He's just not challenging anybody. A lot of guys might have wanted a few warm-up matches before challenging another champion. He might have taken a few cans or squash matches, so to speak. He challenges Kareem Woods, the villain of the Archerverse of all people.
Well, the villain is not impressed. Pretty much feels like the Rage brother is putting him to sleep.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
It takes a lot to impress Woods, though. I mean,
no love between these superstars, that's for sure. Mixing it up.
He doesn't hate on people, but he doesn't get exactly starstruck by anybody either.
Which annoys me, because he does so little to impress me. You would think, maybe he has that kindness in return to just, enjoy life and just kind of feel like everything around him is amazing. No, he doesn't do that. He feels like everything has to match his standard.
Like that attitude.
A bit of a chip on his shoulder lately, that's for damn sure. I mean, he is the villain of the Archerverse. There's that. I mean, but even more than usual, A
little more than usual, yes, I would agree.
Now, at the same time, he just won the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship, so what do we know? I mean, I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't know.
You mad, bro?
Yeah, but here's the thing that comes,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Look at this. Robert Rage with a triple suplex, a Tres Amigos. Wow.
Oh, this went out of the villain's hands in a short stint here, Archer. He came out here not for conversation.
Yeah, no, that was a very quick.
Let's be honest.
And there's the new logo on the side of the ring there.
Oh yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
It looks sexy.
Don't worry, we'll make it better.
I got a question. Where the hell did the commentators go? Oh wait, this isn't a match. But where do they go during the promos and segments? What do they hit the concession stands? They just take the headsets with them. I mean, I hear them.
I think they take the headsets with them. They just suck on their thumbs.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet.
And God knows where those thumbs have been. That's the scary part about that.
That is scary.
If you ask me, the officials need to be a little more lenient.
Breach shoving the ref out of the way. Get out of my way, he says. These guys, you know what? now I'm even more excited about tonight's matchup. I mean, Rage got off to a quick start there against the Villain. The Villain came back a little bit at the end there, but I want to see what's going to happen when the bell rings and it's go time. This has become an anticipated matchup of the evening for me personally now. And you know me, I don't even really like it when people call out their... I don't mind when they come out here and shoot the shit and address the fans and get people pumped up and ready to go. It annoys me a lot when people call out their damn... They already have the match. Why do you call your opponent out? Why? And it never ends well. It almost never ends well. Now, in this case, went pretty well for him, actually. But,
yeah.
So, there's that. But in the normal case... How often have we seen somebody come out, call their opponent out for the night, get beat down, and then end up losing the match because they got beat on in the promo?
Way too many more times than I can count on my hands.
It's just silly. It's just silly. But maybe that's why we're in the broadcast booth and not in the ring wearing a pair of tights. I don't know. All right, so we're going to start the night off with a bit of a bang here. What the hell? Oh, Kyle Brewer's got 2 matches today. I don't even know how that happened.
What?
He's got 2 matches tonight. For
Do
some
you not
reason.
Have enough stars on your show, Archer?
Well, actually, Bobby Ventura was supposed to be facing Eddie Guerrero. I don't know what the hell Kyle Brewer inched himself in there for.
What the hell?
And now Eddie Guerrero is facing Ivan Brown, and Ivan Brown was actually facing Big Papa Pump.
Well, I don't want to watch Kyle Brewer twice in one day. This is
we're screwed.
My life hard.
All right, so I guess Eddie Guerrero filling in for Big Papa Pump, and I don't know where Big Papa Pump went. I guess Kyle Brewer's filling in for him. Weird, but that's how we're starting the night, I guess. Bobby Ventura from Team LRPG, 1/2 of Team... Well, actually, he's 1/3 of Team 3D, taking on Team Bromers, the Wanderer Kyle Brewer, who is actually the reigning defending Archerverse Light Heavyweight Champion. Apparently filling in for Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, who was originally slated and advertised, by the way, to face Bobby Ventura. So I'm a little weirded out here. But, hey, Bobby Ventura's here. The Wanderer stepping up to the... I mean, that is not a bad way to start the night at all. Great way to set the tone, just not expected. But let's go. Let's get things started. It is go time. It is showtime and go time for the Archerverse War Zone, the 2nd edition, here live on YouTube. Let's go, Christian Cool.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know where the hell Big Papa Pump went. I'm thinking we need to track him down and find his ass. I mean, at least Eddie still showed up. At least Eddie is still on the card. Where the hell did Steiner go?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
You're the booker.
I booked the match. I don't follow them around. I am not talent relations. I have no part of that shit. And do you want to follow Scott Steiner around?
I'd rather not.
Yeah. Hey, where's Bromer? We can have him follow him around. Bromer's not here yet.
Well, I think he's got more work to do now. He's got to support his boy in 2 matches.
He needs to do something. 2 matches, 1 night.
Well, he needs to do something besides cleaning up biddies, because he won't be cleaning any of them up tonight.
No biddies. That is not an option here live on YouTube, unfortunately, at the moment. Apparently, that is something they're looking into for the future, though. Something similar, anyways. I doubt it's going to be exactly that, but
which set them on a collision course.
There's a few different things they plan to do. They're going to beef it up a little bit so that it makes the chat room a little more easy. You could Google YouTube chat commands and find some of the chat commands, though. There are chat commands. I just don't remember what they are, and I haven't tried to use any yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to link stream elements too, as well.
You haven't figured that out yet? Lazy.
No,
lazy. You're lazy with your booking, and you are lazy with the chat commands.
Well, that's not lazy booking.
What have you done all week, Archer?
It's not lazy booking. We actually have a fantastic card tonight. I just don't know where the hell Scott Steiner is. That has nothing to do with lazy booking. That has to do with terrible talent relations, not keeping track of their goddamn people. Eddie got the message.
No. It's a talent relation problem when you book someone and they don't show the fuck up. a.k.a. Ultimate Warrior. No, it's a booking problem when you double book someone and you didn't realize you double booked them.
He wasn't double booked. That's the point.
But he is double booked. I clearly saw the schedule.
He is filling in, but he was not double booked. Difference.
Whatever. Your universe, screw the rules.
Exactly. Alright, let's see here. Oh, fuck. Alright, screw it. I'm not doing it.
What's up?
I was trying to figure stream elements out, but it's just messing around, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, here we go. Matchup number 1. Team Mal RPG versus Team Bromer. Bobby Ventura versus the Wanderer, Kyle Brewer. Let's go. You're going to have to, like, move your mic back a bit.
I really wish I could use the other mic.
Well, normally I don't hear it. I think it was just a little close to your face.
Yeah, I think I almost tasted it.
Eat that microphone.
Weighing in at 236 pounds, Bobby, the Dominator.
The Dominator.
Guys, we have two of WWE's most
formerly the
exciting
Gladiator.
superstars ready to square off.
Of course, when he joined Team 3D, went under a bit of a persona change.
And one-on-one action, Michael.
And apparently drives an ATV now, too, by the way. Bobby Ventura is a former one-time WCW World Pure Wrestling Champion, formerly the WWE Pure Wrestling Championship. Super Saturday Showdown.
It doesn't matter how different this guy dresses. He still dresses like a fucking nerd.
I always thought it was funny. He came out in the Gladiator uniform, but then wearing a pair of glasses. I thought that was the coolest shit ever. I'll be honest. It's like, you look at him from behind, he looks like this buffed Gladiator ready for battle. Then he turns around, and he's wearing a pair of glasses and just looks like you said, he kind of looks nerdy. But
40 pounds, one half of the Kyle, the Wanderer.
The Wanderer Brewer.
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
Yeah, Christian Hart told me earlier he ran into Ventura, asked him what his new cosplay is for the month, and he told him, I'm Rambo.
I'm Rambo.
Christian Hart just walked away from the conversation, he told me.
I could actually, you know what? I could actually see Team Mal RPG saying something like that.
Yeah, I know.
That's the funny part.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't at least mention the high level of respect with which he competes.
And it really is so refreshing, Michael. I wish more superstars had the same level of respect that he clearly has.
All right, let's go. Let's see what's going to happen. Bobby Ventura versus Kyle Brewer. I expect this one to get down and dirty, if anything.
Let's just call it for what it is, an all-out brawl. This match is not an impressive display of holds. This is a war where two men are going to attempt to tear each other limb from limb and
jackknifed him.
one another beyond recognition. And we have a front row.
And then just hauls off and boots him in the face. Bobby Ventura starting off with a savage beatdown on Kyle Brewer here.
He likes to start strong. Hopefully he can finish strong.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Just hauls off and kicks him right in the back of the neck. That is brutal.
Oh, here we go.
Setting him up again. Good Lord. Oh, sit down pile driver this time. Man, oh man, jackknife powerbombed. Sit down pile driver. He's kicking him in the back of the neck. I mean,
what's going on here? Like Brewer on drugs?
I don't know, but Bobby Ventura is sure being a frickin' savage tonight.
Like I can't believe Bobby Ventura's got this much advantage on Kyle Brewer. Is he sure? Are you sure he's not under the influence?
Just a steady dose of punishment on display.
just doesn't look like himself out there,
I'm
Archer.
afraid to think what's going to happen next. Kick to the body. Nice right hand. Locks in the gut wrench. Suplex. He's in control. Gut wrench suplex. Making it look easy. Now in full control.
Some ground and pound by Team LRPG.
Looking to catch him off guard there, I guess.
Gonna take more than that.
Oh, I suppose Brewer's
stunner.
taking the match now, finally.
Can he take advantage of this?
Man, oh man.
Set it up. Down
I mean, if the man's
Nice
gonna
swinging
kick out
neck
at,
breaker.
at 2, I hope he partake in the match.
I don't know, but Kyle Brewer seems to be awfully out of his element tonight. Like, I understand that Ventura's a great wrestler, but I mean, oh, here we go.
Saw it coming.
Reversal by Brewer.
Look at this.
Planted his face right in the canvas.
Spinning arm breaker.
Doing a little pose down. He was just getting his ass beat down, and look at this. Caught showboating. Caught showboating.
This asshole never learns his lesson.
Well, that was a little funny. I mean,
Peanut clutch. Byron, he's got the sleeper locked in. The sleeper hold is locked in. This could be it.
wow, that is in tight.
He breaks it. I can't believe it.
No, sir.
Unbelievable that he broke out of that.
Kyle Brewer showing up late to the party here. Although that's kind of his... I mean, he does that a lot. Kyle Brewer, he'll start off slow, make a strong comeback. Let's see how Bobby Ventura handles the late round comebacks of the Wanderer Kyle Brewer. Big elevated knee right to the forehead. And a return kick to the spine. Return to the favor from earlier. That's exactly, well, actually, he kicked him in the neck, but spine, neck, whatever, general area is there.
Perfectly.
Ooh, big counter clothesline by Bobby Ventura.
This is probably the best we've seen Bobby Ventura in some time. Hopefully he can sneak the pin through. And,
I don't disagree. There's another jackknife. I agree. I mean, he's looked great in tag team competition, but we all know that his singles career has been a little bit up and down.
And a mud hole is being stomped.
That happens to tag team wrestlers, they get so used to having a tag team partner that they forget that they need to fend for themselves. Or they don't necessarily forget, but they, you know what I'm saying. Ooh, Luthez press. Feeding the knuckles to Kyle Brewer. And look at this, Ventura going upstairs here. He is gonna fly. Whoa. Corkscrew senton bomb right to the chest of Kyle Brewer. The champion having a real tough time here getting up. And another stunner.
This has got to be it, Archer. It's got to be over.
Well, it might have been, but for some reason he's not even pinning him.
Can this be different?
I think this is a mistake. Should have pinned him.
This is inexperience bleeding through.
Agreed.
True and true.
Agreed. I mean, why is he toying with? I mean, Kyle Brewer is a multiple-time champion. Look, here we go. Here we go. I knew that was going to happen. Brewer waits for you to make the smallest little mistake and capitalizes on your ass.
He showed up here tonight for a fight, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
Ventura kicked out, but he's got the Boston Crab locked in here. Nice escape by Ventura. Ventura's getting tired, though. He's not used to going this late into the rounds.
No, not at all.
Here's the cover. Yeah, he's got a lot left in him.
2 count only.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
Brewer's going to take to the skies here. A little bit of payback here from earlier.
He wants it one more time.
Oh! Flipping stunner. A flipping stunner off the top turnbuckle. Wow, what a comeback.
And this one's history. What a win.
Do you believe that?
You know what?
We've got some
Well, I kind of
more than I don't.
Here we go.
Yeah, I guess. And we literally just said that Kyle Brewer tends to show up to the party late here and there. He does that. He starts off slow, but Kyle Brewer's got a gas tank that never ends. And that's, I mean, one of these days he's going to come up against somebody that just puts his lights out early in the, you know what I mean? But until that happens, Kyle Brewer is dangerous for an entire match. You cannot turn your back. You cannot blink. You cannot make the wrong move because he will capitalize. I mean, a big victory. I mean, he was getting beat down at the beginning of that match. That's crazy. I thought for sure.
I know. For all those of you who don't believe in Kyle Brewer and think, he's not the phenomenal talent that he is, Exhibit A right here.
Yeah, Cool is right. There's a reason that the man has been champion multiple times, and these aren't just short title reigns. When he gets titles, he holds on to those titles. He claims them.
I still don't believe he's no Christian Hart.
I don't make the matches, but if I did,
He's no Christian Hart.
Well,
Well,
it is.
ASAP. What an amazing
you're not wrong.
match.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned
Either
for
way,
more
very
great
impressive,
action.
and we're happy to have him on the Archerverse.
Can you type something into the chat for a moment? Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
I just want to see if you have your monkey wrench.
I have a monkey wrench. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right beside my name right here. So,
All
yeah,
right,
I
cool.
got it.
All right, sweet. Now I just have to figure out the stream elements piece, and we'll have more interaction in the chat. So hopefully by the next show we can figure that out. Make it a little more entertaining to be in the chat room. Like I said, there are chat commands and stuff. If you Google it, YouTube chat commands, but I just don't know them all yet. Obviously, we are still new to the venture on YouTube, so.
Oh, yes, very new.
So big win for the Wanderer Kyle Brewer. Unfortunately, back to the drawing board as far as singles competition goes for the Dominator, Bobby Ventura. But, man, oh man, Team 3D certainly cooking up a storm in the tag team division. Unfortunately, tonight was not tag team action for Bobby Ventura, but man, did he start out strong. I think he needs to work on his gas tank, though. Cool. He's tired out. I mean, he just slowly faded there. Slowly faded.
I don't know. I think there's a couple of times, opportune moments, he could have probably sealed away that match. He chose not to. He chose to continue the beating. He chose to indulge on maybe some of his unsavory devices.
Showboating? Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Brewer had none of that.
You know what? You're right. You know, the showboating on a couple of occasions, and then he got caught showboating, literally.
Oh yeah,
From behind, he turned his back to a world champion.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
like I said, Kyle Brewer, he's been around the Indies. He knows what's up. He knows what it takes to be a champion.
Yeah.
Bobby Ventura, he's rather new. He hasn't had as much experience when it comes to pro wrestling. And once things start going his way, he gets a little excited. He gets really into what he's doing, and maybe not so into what's going on around him. And that punishes.
I mean, Bobby Ventura was a one-time Impact World Champion, but other than that, most of his experience all comes from the Indies. So he was. Yo, the sub plays games in the house. How you doing, my friend? How's school going? Are you done for the? Are you out for the holidays now? You remember Christian Cool, the coolest cat in town, also the co-host of the most. He is in the house as well.
Welcome to the channel, Seb. Good to have you here, buddy.
And for anybody that hasn't already met, the Seb Plays Games, his wrestler is Mad Dog Sebastian Vachon. He was at one point the undisputed Archerverse Dragon Pure Wrestling Champion. Jack Stone just defeated, the giant Jack Stone just defeated this Mad Dog Vachon last week to become the new Archerverse Dragon Pure Wrestling Champion, but Mad Dog's already been back on a tear, and you can guarantee he's going to be looking for that rematch. So, but yeah, you did make it to War Zone. So how you been? How is school? Or like I think I already asked you, but are you done for the holidays? Seb, of course, went to college in September. So he's up there enjoying the party life. Done for the semester. Nice.
School is what I went to. I went and did 5 years of schooling, and I learned how to make awesome, great graphics for the Archerverse and
yeah,
for
you
my
did.
channel. Going to school, learning the craft. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
I love LA Knight so much.
Me too.
Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
Hey, that used to. You know who doesn't like LA Knight? Soul. He
Soul's
does
an
not.
idiot.
Soul's. I don't understand. I don't understand if you're a professional wrestling fan how you could not enjoy
Making his way to the ring,
LA Knight. I mean, the guy is.
Kansas.
You know, imagine how much bigger he would be if he was bigger. Because he's already he's not a small guy, but he's not like Hulk Hogan, for instance. He's not.
Yeah, but you want my honest opinion? If LA Knight was in the glory days, the 80s, the golden era, I think he'd be bigger than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, during the 80s. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he would have burned it up.
He
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
product of the 80s.
Sure he is.
Through.
Yep. Not wrong. Not wrong. He wouldn't have done well during the Attitude Era simply because he wasn't a hulking beast. Well, he is a hulking beast, but he's not like.
And guys,
you had to be 6'5", 6'4", 6'7" back then, you know. You had a few people, right? Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, and Eddie Guerrero. Everybody else that was small did not make it anywhere back then.
The makeup is truly impressive.
You got to kick Archer's ass. Yeah, you did.
No. But the golden era appreciated true heels back in the day, and that's what he is. He's real good at it. He's a true heel, especially one that can talk. And man, I mean, if the honky tonk man can hold an Intercontinental title and main event house shows left and right back in the day, you have no idea how well LA Knight would have been.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got Eddie Guerrero.
Latino Heat coming to the ring to face off against Team Disciple of Darkness and the technician, Ivan Brown Jr. Ivan Brown Jr. has had a very successful start to his career here at the Archerverse. Of course, he's a former DPW and SCW champion down in the Indies, with the mouth of the south of the Indies. Mouth of the south of the Indies. The South just rolls off the tongue when you talk about the mouth of something because of Jimmy Hart and, of course, because of Adrian Adorable. The mouth of the Indies, Soul Embers, his indie promotion that has been feeding the Archerverse some great superstars as of late, by the way. The technician, Ivan Brown Jr.
Uh-oh. Do we have a freeze? Okay.
We got Jenny Black. So yeah, we've had some great talent coming up.
Has worked its magic on the WWE universe. A man half the crowd loves with just as much.
Well, I'm glad that we got all this mix of great talent here in the Archerverse. It is very entertaining. Never a bore fest.
The Rocky Mountains. Here's
some of these people really making it up the ranks as of late, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
God, what a punch! Did you see that? He dropped him like a friggin' sack of potatoes right there. And some ground and pound to boot.
He's gonna need to do more than that to take care of Eddie. Eddie's a very resilient wrestler. We all know how good Eddie is.
One of the biggest little men in the business ever.
Uh-oh, got him in the sleeper. Is he going to pass out? Eddie's hope is starting to fade in this match.
I say one of because, you know,
And
Rey Mysterio being the biggest little man in the business because he's smaller than all of them.
Hit the mark with that
I think they always build him at around 190-some pounds, but I think he really weighs like around 170.
Drop kick with precision.
Except for maybe during the which part of the 2000s was it when you could tell he beefed up there for a while? Was that the early or the mid? I forget now.
Are we talking Rey or are we talking Eddie?
No, Rey Mysterio.
2005, 2006.
Yeah, I thought so. It was around there. He beefed up back then.
It was his heavyweight title run.
Yeah. Well, he kind of had to do that because it was most people were dogging on the fact that he was even involved in the title picture back then. So he kind of had to do that. He had to get a little bigger.
Yeah, he got a little bigger. He started changing his style up because he was getting too many injuries.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero digs the heel right into the eyes of Ivan Brown. That is savage.
And because I just remember hearing about this for when the Radicals joined the WWE.
How impressive was that reversal?
Another big right hook.
They brought all the Radicals in.
Eddie Guerrero
and
his opportunity here.
The first thing Vince McMahon said about Eddie when they talked about him was that he was so small.
I don't know
He's so tiny.
Must be mindful of the
Yeah.
referee's count.
Like I don't think ever in a million years Vince McMahon ever thought Eddie Guerrero would be like headlining his show.
I mean, he's proof that big bangs can come in small packages. That is for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ivan Brown tosses Eddie right into the steel steps. These two going at it outside the ring. Referee's got a 3 count already here. These guys better keep an eye on the count here. We don't need any count outs. Oh,
Yeah, he needs
Eddie.
an adjustment here.
Big boot to the forehead. Lovely. Bet you that felt real good, cool.
Kick right to the leg. That'll sting.
I would disagree.
Oh, he returns the favor. And Ivan Brown eating the steel steps there.
Bringing it back into the ring.
Back into the ring we go. The action back to the squared circle, right where it belongs. No count out for us tonight. Ooh, what's Eddie doing here? Yo.
Ceremoniously deposited down.
That was a vicious face buster. What do you call that, a backpack buster? Like, I don't even know what they call that maneuver. It's almost like he's setting up for a backpack stunner, but then he drops you into a face buster.
And there's more.
Whoa, look at this. Eddie Guerrero taken to the skies. Yo, holy shit, that was savage. That was a face buster and an arm breaker all in one from the top turnbuckle.
Oh, I know. I always loved that move. I love that move.
I would not love to receive that move.
No.
Incredible combo. This could do it.
This action's been really back and forth, Archer. It's hard to tell who's going to come out on top.
It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
Front chin lock applied here by Ivan Brown. Oh, look at this. He's got a guillotine locked in. He's got a guillotine locked in here, but Eddie Guerrero fighting all right. He's already fighting back.
Thought he was gonna tap.
Oh, drops him. A thunderous spine buster breaks up the submission attempt.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Big clothesline by Eddie.
It's finished. Now they're in control. Yeah, apparently not. Never underestimate
Wow.
what this superstar is.
Ivan Brown went to evade the last maneuver of Eddie, but Eddie turned it into a missile drop kick right to the chest.
And a kick out. It's going to take more than that.
2 count only there, though. Yeah, Seb be bragging there. You see that? I got to kick Archer's ass. Did you read that?
Oh, yeah.
Seb be bragging. He's not wrong, though. He actually beat Archer for that title and held that. By the way, Seb, Mad Dog held that title for well over a month. Just so you know, he defended that title on like 3 occasions before losing it to. Actually, it was a redemption. He actually Cool, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had defended his title, and then Team Soul Embers later on that evening had redeemed Pure Championship Challenge, is I believe how that went down. So technically, Mad Dog was still tired out from his matchup earlier in the evening defending his title.
I'm not one to quite, invoke the memory of anything Soul Embers does. Anytime Soul Embers does anything for this channel, it tends to hit a black spot in my memory.
Oh, look at this! Wow, he fought out of it that time. Did you see that? Eddie went for that facebuster again.
Oh, yeah.
Nice drop kick.
And by the way, that facebuster you mentioned, that's called a gory bomb.
A gory bomb. Is that what they call that?
Yes, because I'm trying to remember who did it. I'm trying to remember which.
All I know is it starts out like like you're going to deliver a backpack stunner or whatever, and he slams you face first into the mat. It's brutal.
Yeah, Chavo used to do it.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did. No, nice flapjack by Eddie Guerrero. Drags him into the center of the squared circle here.
Here he goes for the win.
Yeah. It was Gory Guerrero
who just kicks out in time. Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
It was Gory Guerrero that invented the move, so it is a family made move.
Interesting.
Handed down in tradition.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time they changed the name of a wrestling maneuver, so.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have they renamed the DDT just because they use a different variation of it?
Exactly.
Speaking of DDT, a vicious DDT by Latino Heat. And I'll be honest here, the technician, Ivan Brown Jr., having a bit of a rough go trying to figure out the old school high-octane tactics of Eddie Guerrero here. Oh, he kicked out again. Wow.
I'll tell you, Eddie's going to have him soften up for that frog splash. He ain't getting out of that.
Ivan Brown better hope not to receive that. Here we go again. And this time he nails it. That is the second one of the evening. His second gory bomb. Uh-oh. Tres Amigos coming up. Oh, no, it wasn't. Just a brain buster.
Yeah. So if we had to, if there is one modern superstar right now that actually uses that as their finisher, by the way.
It is a finisher, yeah. Or is supposed to be a finisher.
Yeah. Kaylee Ray actually uses it.
Hey, that's right. Is she even still in the company?
Yeah, she's been on NXT.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking main roster. That's why I thought that.
Yeah.
I actually forgot she used that as a finisher, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought she was using... what's the move that Jacqueline used to do? Or is that the move Jacqueline used to do? Did Jacqueline do a gory bomb?
Jacqueline did some other variation.
Similar to it, yeah. See, I thought that's what Kaylee Ray was using. But either one is cool. Back into the squared circle we go. Ivan Brown looking to make a turnaround, turn the tides here. It's been a bit of a back and forth battle since the bell rang. Some wicked strikes here by Ivan Brown Jr. Covers up Latino Heat. Oh! Wow! Eddie Guerrero just barely staying alive in that one. Gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. And Brown right back on the attack and a big Samoan drop. Oh, look at this. He's got him inside cradle by Latino Heat here. Oh, Brown kicked out. Brown kicked out again.
Oh, what an uppercut. What an uppercut. That'll cost some teeth. drop kick.
Jacqueline used a float over DDT more so than anything for a finisher.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember her doing a float over DDT, actually, to be honest, but that's kind of funny.
I think most of them
look at this.
didn't really get to use her finisher.
Battling to get the upper hand.
A variation of the cloverleaf is what that really is. He took that move from Dean Malenko, but to be honest, that is exactly where the Walls of Jericho came from. He simply unfolded the leg and utilized the rest of the move.
He's taking charge here.
Either way, you're bending your opponent's spine in half and putting a lot of torque on the back and neck. It is, yo, Mr. T. Mr. T stopping by live on YouTube to say, hey, yo,
made his way to
Mr. T. A one time for the one time, just because we're live on YouTube and it's been a while. He missed the last show where I was actually able to do that for him. Anybody that knows, anybody that doesn't, hasn't been around, and therefore you're just going to have to learn how the game works. Wow! Tapped him out with a guillotine. Good Lord, what a comeback. I mean, it was a bit of a back and forth struggle, but Eddie Guerrero really took over near the middle of that matchup.
And this was not the ending I expected.
Oh, I know. No. I mean, not that I expected, I'm not saying I expected Brown to lose. I just would never have expected him to tap out Guerrero, especially with a guillotine choke. But what a very impressive, not just victory, but a very impressive submission victory over one of the very best to ever lace them up, Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. And I'll be honest, again, in the beginning, I wasn't saying that I thought that Ivan Brown was going to lose this match, but I actually thought Ivan Brown was going to lose this match at some point. Because Eddie Guerrero was turning up the heat, if you will. But Ivan Brown, my God, resiliency and heart shone through. And what a impressive victory by the technician, Ivan Brown Jr. from Team Disciple of Darkness. Wow.
Big singles win here, guys.
This guy impressed the hell out of me tonight, Michael. What a victory.
It just occurred to me what that move was, that variation of the cloverleaf. I remember he started doing that, and
it was the what do you call it?
The lasso from
El Paso, yeah.
Yeah.
I
was like, how come I can't think of it? It's like something from El Paso. I couldn't remember. But yes, it's a very good move.
It is a very good move. Yeah, it's just a slightly different variation than the way Malenko used to do it. But what a brutal move, though. Again, the Lion Tamer, a.k.a. the Walls of Jericho, the same thing. He just unfolded the leg, and he combined.
All those guys work together a lot.
The
WCW. And in Japan and in Canada, yeah,
exactly.
Those guys interchanged and revolutionized moves all together.
They did. Well, they made submission wrestling cool again, too, not to mention. They made submission wrestling cool again. Do you know how many good submission matches there were? I mean, you even started getting them brought into the WWF at the time because they were doing it so often in WCW. They had some fucking stellar submission matches like you wouldn't believe. I remember, they were great. And some of the best matches you saw, too, even though they did not do a very good job of marketing and pushing them, but the cruiserweight and light heavyweight division back in the day of WCW was absolutely phenomenal. They just didn't do a very good job of pushing it, so if you didn't pay attention to it, you probably didn't care. But it existed, and you saw some stellar matches. I mean, the only ones that really became popular from those divisions really was Juventud Guerrero, really.
Oh, yeah.
They just did not do a good job of pushing the cruiserweights and light heavyweights. And most of the time, they just shoved them into the TV division, so you completely forgot that they were the best cruiserweights and lightweights on the planet. So it is what it is. But, I mean, Eddie Guerrero, I just thought Eddie was going to win tonight. I really did. That was a great match. A huge comeback by Ivan Brown Jr. He did not handle, like I said, Eddie Guerrero's got a very old school, unorthodox, and also high-flying and high-octane wrestling style. Not easy for anybody to become accustomed to, much less be able to beat them. I mean, he's never faced Eddie Guerrero before. I mean, we all know who Eddie Guerrero is. I'm sure he's a fan of Eddie Guerrero. If he's not, shame on him. Eddie Guerrero, one of the best ever. But to tap out Eddie Guerrero, that was impressive. Not just beat him, tapped him out. Shout out to Team Disciple of Darkness. That is for certain.
Indeed it is, Archer, and I can't wait to see what else we got yet to show everybody here who's being entertained by the Archerverse. Let's go.
All right. Next up, we're going to take a trip through the tag team division, and we got ourselves a barn burner. We're going to have the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. The Hitman, Bret Hart, and the Iceman, Christian Hart. The Hart Foundation taking on the Nation, the Iron Sheik, and Sergeant Slaughter. And, of course, Christian Hart, I mean, he knows the history of not just the Hart Dynasty, but all of Bret Hart's feuds and rivalries and some of the tough battles he's had, one of them being with Sergeant Slaughter. And, of course, tonight, they're going to renew that rivalry, except for he's bringing the Iron Sheik with him. And Bret the Hitman Hart not coming alone. He's coming with one of the best in the business today, if not the best in the business today, in the Iceman Christian Hart. It is the Hart Foundation versus the Nation. It is going to be one hell of a tag team matchup. And again, tag teams, it isn't just people in singles competition, but tag teams also looking to solidify their spot at the year-end extravaganza, the showcase of the Immortals, the Archerverse Slammiversary. So this is going to be one hell of a tough competition. I expect nothing but blood, guts, and gore in this matchup. You're going to see a lot of great wrestling too, though, because the Iron Sheik, Sergeant Slaughter, Bret Hart, and the Iceman, all very technical, but they can also pull out that mean streak and go toe-to-toe with anybody that steps into the squared circle on the show. I don't know what exactly is going to happen. Are we going to get a brawl, or are we going to get a technical wrestling, or are we going to get a combination of the two? We're going to find out, though, because they are coming out to the ring next. That is our next matchup of the night, our third matchup of the night here on the Archerverse War Zone, live on YouTube. Christian Cool, what do you think? The Nation versus the Hart Foundation.
Well, I'm actually going to correct you on your history. Bret Hart really never had much engagement with Sergeant Slaughter back in the day.
Actually, that's a complete falsification. During the whole rivalry with Hogan, Sergeant Slaughter, and Bret the Hitman Hart, they battled for weeks, actually 2 months straight. Bret the Hitman Hart was fighting.
I was trying to look up something for that, and I could not find anything.
Yeah, no, he was fighting for the title against Sergeant Slaughter, and then Hulk Hogan, of course, showed up to the show, if you will.
Are you confusing that with Yokozuna?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's a Yokozuna thing.
Oh, it was a Yokozuna thing, but that was involving Lex Luger, not Hulk Hogan. It wasn't involving Hulk Hogan until later on, who somehow felt he needed to take the title from Yokozuna.
Yeah.
One of the many times he did that.
Yeah, I don't ever remember Bret Hart dealing with Sergeant Slaughter, because Slaughter came in, had his thing with Hogan. Well, he worked with Warrior, did his thing with Hogan, and then he became face right after that. He never really worked with Bret.
Right now I'm staring at a matchup, a triple threat match, Savage, Hart, and Slaughter. So there's a dark match.
I want that link. I want to see that link.
All you got to do is Google it, man. I literally Googled Bret Hart versus Sergeant Slaughter. It brings up matches and everything. Yeah, and there was many house shows, there was many live TV shows where Bret Hart and Sergeant Slaughter wrestled.
Because I'm Googling it, and all it does is bring up the Montreal Screwjob.
Well, I don't know why I don't even have any of that in front of me.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I have 7 Bret Hart versus Sergeant Slaughter matchups, but I do not have Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Montreal Screwjob. Why would that even be correlated? Was Sergeant Slaughter in by then?
He was part of the backstage crew helping out Vince McMahon. He was part of Vince McMahon's.
During the Screwjob?
Yeah, he was backstage. He filled in as commissioner.
No, I know that, but I thought that was after the. I thought that was a few years after the Screwjob, though.
No. He was in. They brought him in as acting commissioner in like late '96 and then '97, somewhere around there.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Because they had him replace.
Like, I knew he was working for the company, but I did not know he had any kind of influence backstage at that point.
They had him replace Monsoon, and he was working backstage.
Oh, that's when Monsoon took sick and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
you know what? That
was an agent backstage and everything, and they had him come in take the role on.
You know what? That was a sad thing to watch Gorilla Monsoon. For anybody that doesn't know who Gorilla Monsoon was, he was actually a professional wrestler and a damn good one. But he was a big man. Like, he wasn't all hulked out like Hogan and those guys, but he was a very large man. He had very large hands. I mean, he had some of the greatest wrestling matches of all time against some of the greats back in the 60s and 70s. Patrick Starr, yo, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to episode 215. This is, of course, only our second edition of the Archivers War Zone here live on YouTube. How you doing? Christian Cool's on the show.
Howdy. What's going on, everybody?
We caught him right in the middle of a sippage. You could tell he was...
my God.
And by the way, how dare you? You didn't even bring me. You got yourself a drink? I don't have a drink?
You usually have your own supply.
It's empty. It's empty. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody drank it.
Well, you're the one who started demanding that you only leave during intermissions now, so... Fault on you scrubby bitch. You fucking go get a drink when you get thirsty. Don't be bitching to me when your cup's empty and you got nothing. Here you are, looking at my glistening mouth as drink pours from the cup into my mouth and it glistens and it looks so nice and juicy.
What? The fuck? Alright, I'm pulling up my chat because I'm lost right now and wondering what is going on. This is not... There's no silly cool on here. What the hell is that?
No. I was just being silly for the hell.
That was awesome.
Freebie, everybody.
That was awesome. We are working on getting... So Stream Elements is now partnered with YouTube. I'm just still trying to figure out how to get it to link to the YouTube channel so that we have a little bit more interaction in the chat room, just so everybody knows we are working on that. Just hasn't happened as of right now. So hopefully by next week's Warzone we have that all figured out and well, we have it figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's even funny. Seb plays game says he's looking up the Montreal Screwjob incident. Yeah, dude, if you do not know much about the Montreal
you don't know about the Montreal Screwjob?
If you do not know much about it, you need to at least watch a lot about that, because that is you learn a lot about the pro wrestling business just on that incident alone.
We will get this matchup started because this is going to be a fantastic matchup between the Nations and the Hart Foundation. But the Montreal Screwjob made absolute headlines across the world. And, man, oh man, like, can you imagine I want to say less than a month after the Screwjob, Shawn Michaels actually had to go back to Montreal for a show. And, wow. The heat was...
Oh, God.
The heat was real. I mean, even Vince got booed out of the building, and that wasn't something that was a big thing back then. Not booing Vince McMahon, anyways. And that was the first time... I wonder if that's what started his predilection for wanting to be out in the spotlight during that. Because, that had to have given him, like... That had to have raised the hairs on his arm. Him being a fan of professional wrestling, hence why he, became an owner of a promotion. To get that kind of heel reaction, that I bet you he liked that.
Well, it was. Here's the funny thing. So I've listened to the Pritchard podcast, and he actually said that Vince didn't realize that, like, he did not see himself in that role initially. They had to talk him into it.
Yeah,
they literally had to talk him into it. Like Brett screwed Brett. Yeah, once he did that, and they realized that.
So here's the thing:
the biggest heel they could possibly have was him.
Here's the thing, and please nobody tell Bret Hart I said this, but at the time, okay? At the time, Bret kind of did screw Bret. I mean, he's leaving the company. He's going to a rival promotion. And that, by the way, WWF already had two They only ever talk about not Wendy Richter, sorry, Alundra Blaze doing it, because she actually dropped a title in the garbage can. But she wasn't the first person to take a WWF championship across the seas. Just they didn't show it on TV. It was at a house show. But so Vince didn't want that shit happening, and back then that was a big faux pas. That was not something you wanted happening. And let's be honest, you're leaving the company. You're already at the top of your game. You're one of the best on the planet. You didn't need to put yourself over as you head into a different company to start at the bottom of the food chain in their company. You do what you need to do. You put over the up-and-coming superstar and pass the torch as you're leaving. That's what a real champion does. And I'm not knocking Bret Hart at all. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. Everybody knows that knows me. I love Bret Hart. Best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Technical wrestling alone was phenomenal. He never hurt anybody. He's just one of the best, period, to ever lace them up. Exposed Gaming, appreciate you showing up. I've been looking for your stream on Twitch this whole time. Man, I'm sorry. I gotta do a better job of posting on Discord on YouTube nights. I think I did make a post,
folks, as we get this tag team match started.
But I probably should have been a little more diligent. So I apologize, Exposed Gaming. Thank you for being here. Welcome to episode number 215 here at the Archiverse, the second edition of the Archiverse War Zone, here live on YouTube. And we got one hell of a tag team matchup underway right now. We've got the Nation, Sergeant Slaughter, and the Iron Sheik taking on two of the best in the business, if not the best in the business, the Iceman and the Hitman, the Hart Foundation.
It's the sudden stop at the end.
Big alley-oop powerbomb there by Sergeant Slaughter.
Clothesline. What impact.
But Seb,
oh my God.
We're going to get back to the matchup in a moment, but Seb, you got to watch Wrestling with the Shadows. And I'll be goddamned if I can't remember the name of the newer. There's a newer documentary about the Montreal Screwjob, and it was very, very well done. You got to watch that too.
So here's the three things: you watch Wrestling with Shadows because they follow Bret Hart around throughout that entire time,
and it was fresh.
You watch the episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes.
Following the Montreal Screwjob.
Yes.
And there is a new Bret Hart documentary that was done recently. I forget where, HBO maybe or some shit like that.
My question is, still stands on, when am I signing with you for the place to be at Twitch TV? Yo, Patrick, we're on YouTube, my friend.
We've got a problem
the
here,
place
guys.
to be on YouTube TV is what Patrick meant. He just stumbled on his tongue. We apologize, YouTube. I mean, we have 3 shows on Twitch, but this is live on YouTube, the Archiverse War Zone, second edition, episode 215 for the Archiverse. Patrick, cool. Patrick Starr's trying to get us fined.
Well,
Very curious move to go for a
as long as
pinfall
we
at this
don't
point.
acknowledge
Too
it.
soon.
That is fair point, as long as it's only him talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But Patrick Starr, I'm actually doing character builds over the next couple days because I want to have some new signing. I want to have some new superstars signed to contracts for next week's shows.
Yes. Whoa, not so fast.
By the way, is Dustin Ray's Reapers your oldest and bestest son? Good Lord. He's my oldest son.
Tagged in.
I will not say he's my bestest son because I have basically all of my family on Twitch. And they could stroll into YouTube at any time.
the beauty of tag.
I'm going to guess that Exposed Gaming is Ray's Reapers. Yeah, I was going to say. I didn't know. I was putting two and two together very quickly there, but I wasn't sure what your name on YouTube was. So
I got an idea. Here's something funny. So I'm going to armchair quarterback this just a little bit. So this is a hypothetical situation. Okay. I know Vince McMahon did what he did to save his company and everything, tried to keep his company from taking more damage. I think he did Bret Hart a favor in the long run, too.
He did.
Because I guarantee you, just for instance, if Bret Hart, for some fucking reason, took that title and went to WCW, I guarantee you they would have had him as a representative while he was holding that title, go in, and they would book him to where he would get destroyed and make the WWE top champion look bad on camera on WCW. They would have destroyed his career.
Or, the other side of the coin, they might have actually utilized that title as a way to start a push for the intruding WWF champions, trying to make an impact on WCW. Either way, not good for Vince. And as much as I love Bret the Hitman Hart, he should have just done his duty, man. He should have just put over Shawn Michaels. That's what he needed to do.
I know, and
but
bygones be bygones, and things were heated back in the day. But
that's all right.
And in that aspect,
he should have been a wrestler's man.
In that aspect, Bret screwed Bret. But did Vince McMahon need to screw him on live TV in his home country? No.
I think
yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes, it was yes in the way that they ran out of time and Bret was not.
Speaking of Bret Hart going beast mode right now on the Iron Sheik. Just shoved him right through the ropes. Down to the floor.
He's all over the Sheik.
Where the hell's Bret Hart going? He's luring him outside the ring. Now he's going back in the ring. He's trying to confuse the old man.
There he is.
Oh! Went for a calf kick, but missed.
But
since when does the Iron Sheik do that?
But there was a lot of factors. Bret had creative control. And secondly, Bret arrived real late.
He's getting pushed.
He didn't show up when he was supposed to. He arrived late, and they kept going through scenario after scenario after scenario after scenario.
Exposed Gaming says, I love how the War Zone arena looks like a classic WrestleMania venue. I picture Hulk Hogan hyping up the crowd.
Oh, hell yeah, it looks great. Doesn't it? It looks fucking great.
It does. I'm very happy with the alterations. And I'm very happy with the new logos.
There's the cover.
And the new banner.
Yep.
There's a new banner on the side of the ring.
It looks fine.
It does.
We will get some of the logos trimmed up and better. We will provide a very clean, stylistic look to the Archerverse. I'm glad you guys are liking it.
Tag is made. What do these two have?
Me too.
If you got, I'm gonna kind of hype myself up here. If you guys are looking and wanting to have some logo, banner, emblem, emote work done for your channel, if you're a Twitch streamer,
power slam by Slaughter.
That's not it.
If you like some of that stuff and you need some work done, you like what you've been seeing, go ahead and hit up your boy Christian Poole here. Christian Poole here will make sure you get some good looking shit. That is what we do here.
And by the way, even though he's a very busy man, also very talented in creating emotes, banners, and other such great content is the Turret Man. And again, he's very busy in comparison to Cool and I, so he doesn't have as much time. But if you are in need of anything and you are willing to wait and you can have patience,
that's either sheer genius.
He's very approachable. The Turret Man, anybody that doesn't know him, which I'm sure you all do, but he's a great guy. He's a staple at the Archerverse. We love him to death. We have a great time with T. And he's one of the biggest supporters of the Archerverse. And as you can see with Christian Cool and the Doghouse from Team Dogface, they are the first people to take advantage of subscribing to the Archerverse and having their logo put somewhere in the arena on any show of their choosing.
Bret Hart with a nice reversal.
And I appreciate that.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
Christian Hart finally back into the matchup here. Bret Hart with a tag, and look at this. We've got ourselves a sleeper hold locked in tight on Slaughter here. Slaughter's fighting it off, but he's got that locked in pretty tight.
He does.
Oh, drops with a jawbreaker though.
That could have been disastrous.
So anyways, yeah, T is a very approachable and lovable guy, so if you need a little bit of help, or maybe you need some guidance or some information on a game, you name it, don't be afraid to hit up the Turret Man. Just be aware that you may need to have a little bit of patience depending on his schedule, because he is a very busy dude, but he's very very helpful and dedicated to his peers and his audience. So
Beautiful.
wow, drop kick by Slaughter.
Gets the tag.
Back in comes the Iron Sheik. The Iceman's still down after that big drop kick.
It sounds like there are a lot of people.
But he gets the tag.
For the exact same
In comes
thing.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
You don't get much closer than this, Michael.
Big clothesline takes the Sheik right off his feet.
Game changer right there, Michael. Elbow drop, big time.
Drops a big elbow right to the forehead.
You know, that is one person that does not enjoy being on their back. Is the Sheik.
The Iron Sheik does not.
What a spin kick.
Those are some funny looking boots he wears, aren't they, Archer?
I love those boots.
I know, but they're so funny looking.
They are. I always wondered exactly what it is he does with those hooks on the end of the boots. I mean, could you imagine getting that in the ass? Archer, question. I'm going to read it on the app here. Hold on. Any specific attire options I can use, or can I use the attire I used in the other federations I've been in? I mean, so do you have 2K20, Patrick? Or are you going to just pass me some info to build? I can't remember what we discussed.
So close to the ropes. Definitely not the best strategy I've ever seen.
If you don't have 2K20, just give me, or if you have pictures, do you have pictures of your wrestler that you can give me?
He's got it.
Somehow he breaks it.
He may have broken free.
Yeah, I want to make sure your attire is the way you want it as well. That's the most important part of any build. It has to be what the streamer wants.
Sit down, pile driver. You can't take
AKA the team.
This could be it. Cover for the win.
Yeah, okay, just whoa! They did it. Bret Hart picks up the big W over the Iron Sheik, so the winners of the match.
Corey, we got to take a look at this action.
The Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool, and Bret the Hitman Hart, the Hart Foundation, with a big win over the nation. You use it for Roblox wrestling? Roblox wrestling. That's interesting. I always thought it would have been fun if they created a Lego wrestling. And if you beat up your opponent bad enough, parts of their body just fall off. That'd be cool. I'd be down. Take my money. Anybody ever creates a Lego wrestling, a Lego WrestleMania game or something, take my money. I'm there. That was a great match, you know. The Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter did not disappoint. They took it to the Hart Foundation, but I mean, it is what it is. The Hart Foundation, the very best tag team, I think, on the planet today. They may not be the Archerverse World Tag Team Champions. They may not be the NWA World Tag Team Champions, but they are the reigning defending IWGP Tag Team Champions. And anybody that knows anything about professional wrestling, the IWGP division is stacked, locked, loaded, and ready to go, and they are the leaders of the pack, is the Hart Foundation. So congratulations, and a shout out to Team Christian Cool. That was a fantastic tag team matchup, and very enjoyable to watch.
Indeed it was.
And usually I say things like, no surprise here that the Hart Foundation picked up that big win. But after watching that matchup, the whole matchup was a surprise because the Nation did far better than I thought they would against the Hart Foundation. I thought they'd give them a tough fight, but I did not think they'd give them such a technical battle. The Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter pulled out all the stops in their attempt to dethrone, well, not dethroned, to divert the direction of the Hart Foundation, because although they're the IWGP champions, they're looking for the Archerverse World Tag Team Championships next. It is on their agenda. They're looking to toss it on their plate and dice it up. So keep your eye out as the Hart Foundation keep moving forward, because they are the best on the planet today, in my opinion. No offense to the tag team champions, but you look at the resume of the Hart Foundation, you look at their accomplishments, and you put it into comparison against any other team. I'm just saying.
Well, you won't offend them, but I will. Christian Hart knows what's up. Him and Bret Hart's going to go and get those titles. They're going to make sure they look good around their waist. They're going to prove to everybody that is in that, that's currently in the Archerverse that they are the top team, the top faction, and the #1 contenders for those titles. Yeah.
The Sub Plays Game says that they actually have some legendary WWE wrestlers in Lego form. That is badassery. So
I
not
wouldn't be surprised?
Why not pull the trigger on that? Exposed Gaming, speaking of the immortal Hulk Hogan, there he is, my friend. He's going to be coming in tow, but he is going to be in the house joining his tag team partner, Randy Macho Man Savage, as he goes to battle with Bobby Ventura, and apparently Bubba Ray Dudley coming out to join the party as well.
Well, why do we have Bobby Ventura again?
Yeah, well, I have no idea, but Kyle Brewer wasn't supposed to be double booked tonight either, so what the hell, we may as well throw somebody else into the mix. So originally, Bobby Ventura wasn't even in the opening matchup of the night. He was literally facing, Macho Man Randy Savage, because Bubba Ray was coming out to thwart anything that the immortal Hulk Hogan might attempt to do tonight. But for whatever reason, Big Papa Pump's opponent disappeared, and he disappeared completely. So there's that. And Eddie Guerrero ended up with a new... Ivan Brown Jr. ended up facing Eddie Guerrero. So I don't know. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to ignore the fact that any of that's happened. Mostly because it's been such a great show with great matches. Hopefully Bobby Ventura can have a great match. I mean, he just went through hell in the first match of the evening, so that was a hell of a battle. A hell of a battle. And here he is facing Randy Macho Man Savage, King Macho Man. That's our next matchup of the night. And this is our final matchup before the championship rounds begin. Actually, wait a minute. Is this the 4th match or the 5th match?
I think it's the 4th.
If it's the 4th match, it is not the final match for the championship rounds.
I think it's set 4th.
Okay. Well, that was another thing. It was supposed to be a 7-match card, and it ended up being an 8-match card. I don't know what the hell's going on with the booking tonight. Clearly, I'm out of the loop on a few different things, that's for sure. That is for damn sure. If you can, follow me on Twitter so I can send you the image for the ref. Yeah, well, can you not just add me on Twitter? But I'm going to get this match started. I'm going to go grab myself a drink. But when I'm doing that, I will jump on Twitter. Who are you on Twitter? Are you Patrick Starr, or are you are you Patrick Starr on Twitter? Some people use their real names. Some people you wouldn't be the first person to have multiple accounts. Look at Exposed Gaming. He is Ray's Reapers on Twitch. So there's that. Patrick Starr with my tag behind Patrick the Void. Okay. I like Patrick Starr better than Patrick the Void. I think we've discussed that already, though. I think Patrick Starr is a very cool name. Makes a great wrestling name, too, in my opinion. So, all right, so I'll check out your Twitter in just a moment. I'm going to get this matchup started. It is the Ultimate Maniacs and the Dudley Boys. Team 3D about to go to battle. It isn't a tag team matchup, though. This is 1v1. Bobby Ventura versus the Macho King Randy Savage. It is go time. Let's go. And Christian, cool, I'm just going to grab myself a beverage so you can entertain the millions.
And millions.
I always want to say masses because we use the word masses a lot, but when we use that specific phrase, you got to say it right.
WWE.
All right, grab myself a drink. Patrick Starr, I'll make sure I check the Twitter piece out, and I'll be right back.
All right, we got the Mega Powers right here. Macho Man Randy Savage making his way to the ring. Hulk Hogan in tow. These guys should get along great as long as Miss Elizabeth stays home.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
A multi-time WWE and WCW champion. Competed in some of the greatest WrestleMania matches ever. And he's a WWE Hall of Famer.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Savage is a man that's not only turned it around 180 degrees.
180 degrees.
But he's got another 360.
Another 360.
And then another 180.
And his opponent, representing the Dudley Boys, from parts unknown, weighing in at 236 pounds, Bobby, the Dominator, Ventura.
The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
And if you think this is insane, just wait until this thing kicks into high gear. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, we got Team 3D making their way to the ring. Hopefully, they plan on having a plan to deal with the Mega Powers here.
Let's
I
not
just
forget
don't
about his
see
opposition, who also comes into
what these
tonight
guys
looking to
have
prove a point.
Oh, I
that
should
the Mega
hope
Powers
so,
don't.
Cole.
That's
If
going
you don't go
put
into
them
every single match looking to make a
forward
statement, then
in
you're just
forward
wasting
motion
everybody's time.
to go up the ranks and maybe perhaps get themselves a title shot. I just don't see it. But, you know, I've been proven wrong before.
The Macho Man keeps opponents guessing with cat-like quickness, sudden aerial attacks, and an intensity that can't be contained. And here we go as this one gets underway here in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Ah, kick! Nasty kick. Oh, no. Oh, my God!
Oh, I think we're going to see it, gentlemen.
Here it comes.
Power bomb.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. I'm backbreaker. We got to cover. Very curious move to go for a pinfall.
I love how Archer
take more than that.
feels the need to take the match off. As if he got banned from the match. Like he's going to hang out in the concession stand all day, getting his coffee. He's got to take his good old time. I don't appreciate that. But while we're at it, the Macho Man Randy Savage is going to have his way with
Got to be careful not to get counted
here.
out here. Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
Ooh, man. Double axe handle.
Randy Macho Man Savage is one of the most intense and unpredictable competitors to ever enter the ring. Great offense by Randy Savage.
Connected on that. He evades the attack. Oh, what a gut buster. Quick pin. Is this it? And Randy Savage gets out of the pinfall. Oh, that hurt. Knee to the spine. And the big right hands. Unloading. Stone Cold Stunner.
That kind of move makes a statement.
Gee, there's the cover. Can he do it? He's done it. He's done it. I can't believe it. He's done it. Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
That is amazing. I kind of get up, get a drink, and I come back, and Team 3D with the dominating victory. Yeah, Bobby Ventura, he fell to Kyle Brewer earlier, but ends up picking a win against Randy Savage, of all people. What's the deal here? Maybe Hulk Hogan's just a little too much of a distraction on the side.
Bobby, the Dominator, Ventura.
Big pinfall victory here tonight.
The Macho Man just got eaten up like a delicious meat snack.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
With that win in the books, we must now move on.
Yo, what the hell? I did not expect that matchup to be that fast. I'm still friggin' pouring my coffee. The funny thing is, I think I might have heard Christian Cool mention it briefly just a few moments ago, but Bobby Ventura actually fought earlier tonight. He ended up being double booked, as did Kyle Brewer. He actually lost to Kyle Brewer in the first matchup of the night. He was looking to score a quick victory over the Wanderer and hopefully probably gain a championship matchup at some point down the road, but the Wanderer drug that out into the later rounds, and Bobby Ventura tired out and ended up taking the big L. But Archer, how do you enjoy your coffee? Right now I don't, because I couldn't finish making it because some asshole from Team 3D had to end the match too soon. Stupid Team Mal RPG and Bobby Ventura thinking they're good at wrestling, whatever. I usually drink my coffee crisp, baby. Nice try. I'm not falling for your coffee crisp joke. I'm not falling for your coffee crisp joke. And it's not funny. You said that joke because you know I'm not enjoying sipping on my beautiful coffee right now because it is still in the concession stands. It is still at the concession stands because I had to sprint back to the broadcast booth because of a matchup that should have went far longer than it did between the Macho King, of all people, and Bobby Ventura. But no, Macho King took a dirt nap tonight. Lies. If I had said, I like a double-double, you would have said, no, bitch, you're wrong. You like your coffee crisp. I'm not stupid. I know exactly where you're going with that one. And anyways, how annoying. My coffee's going to be cold by the time I take my first sip.
Well,
Not happy at the moment.
Shut the fuck up. You could drink some hot coffee.
I got to go get the goddamn coffee. Somebody ban Mal RPG for winning that match too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how you say yeah like LA Knight every single time you say it now. I fucking love it. Yeah.
I can't stop doing it.
I know. I know. That's just like, I like every once in a while I'll throw out the let me talk to you. I love it. I love it. LA Knight.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And you know what's funny is I forget who it was. Was it Soul Embers that couldn't figure out why they called him LA Knight? Like, clearly you didn't watch any of his Eli Drake performances. How often did he talk about being on the streets of LA? Partying at night in the streets of LA. You know what I mean? It made perfect sense that they called him LA Knight. I was actually surprised they utilized the name because the last time he did a promo talking about the streets of LA and partying, he was in NWA. It was in, I believe it was an episode of NWA Power. All right, up next, it is our final matchup before the championship rounds begin. Is a trip. Well, it actually is not a trip to the tag team division. This is a singles match, much like what we just witnessed earlier on between Bobby Ventura and Randy Savage. You had the Ultimate Maniacs taking on Team 3D. Well, tonight we also have the Brewers, the Villagers, more importantly, and they are the World Tag Team Champions. And Rose is going to be out backing Randy Brewer, the Punisher, as she goes one-on-one with Team AMC Me's Ashley Marie, the Diamond of the women's division. And this, of course, I'm confused about this one. I don't know if this is to get back into contention for the tag titles, which it could be, and that would make sense, considering all who is involved. But let's not forget, Rose Brewer, also a women's champion. She is the IWGP Women's Champion. Then there's also the Warlock Ann Woods that is currently holding the Archerverse Women's World Championship. So these two could be fighting it out for contendership, or this is simply a way to continuing with the
Man, that took an awful lot of time to reset.
All right, I feel much better now about myself.
You all right?
I feel better about myself now.
All right, good.
I do. Yep. Anywho, I say I just stop talking right now, and we'll just start the goddamn show.
I think that's
on with the match. I need the coffee. I can't even speak a word of English. You good there, Archer? No, I don't think I am good. I don't know what happened there. I didn't just trip on my own tongue there. I stumbled on that motherfucker. Like, my tongue is going to have blisters now. It's going to have fucking blisters. So anyways, this could be for contendership for the tag titles or contendership for a singles competition title. We don't know. We're going to find out.
Competent competition.
Shut up.
It's all good.
I did fall down on the tongue. I did.
I think something fell on your tongue, but okay.
Something.
Let's move on.
Tripped on it, fell on it, walked on it.
Let's move on.
All right, so the Villagers and the Trailblazers all in the house tonight. But this is, again, not a tag team affair. This is a 1v1 matchup between the Punisher and the Diamond. Just not sure where this is going. Not that it matters. Singles competition, tag team competition. I'm game. If video production ever queues up the match.
Yeah, I know. They've been rather slow lately. Oh, man. I think staff's backed up. We just don't have enough staff.
They like their own artwork far too much.
A little bit.
They just want to stare at their own advertisements. Their own posters. I mean, don't give us a vignette to watch. Let's look at a poster. It is taking a while. Here we go. 1v1, the Diamond versus the Punisher. Let's go. And while these ladies make their way to the ring, it is coffee time. Or it was supposed to be coffee time already. Unfortunately, did not work out in my favor. I swear to God, if this match ends before I get back, I will ban Patrick Starr. I'll be right back.
All right, let's see if the Brewer ladies
following
can
contest is scheduled for one
show their
fall.
dominance, as they have
Making
been,
her way to
you
the
know,
ring,
as you can
representing
see,
the
they
villagers
have the champion.
from Valhalla.
They are the
one
stag
half of the Ram team,
champions.
the Punisher, Brewer.
Let's
There's
see
an
if
absolutely
they
big
are
fight feel in the arena
they
tonight for this one.
Yeah, and
why
judging from the
they are
vibe
the
here
champion.
currently, it seems to me like this is the one this sold-out crowd came to see.
For me, guys, is the high level of respect she seemingly always has that makes her so easy to like.
Yeah, it's just a shame that more people around here don't share that same trait. It seems like there are way too many people in the locker room who are only out for themselves.
And accompanied by Randy, the Punisher, Brewer, representing the Trailblazers from Akron, Ohio, one half of the Ashley, the Diamond, Marie.
If this one lives up to the hype, Byron, we're in for an amazing match here tonight.
There's no reason to think this one won't live up to the
Look
hype, Michael.
at these
We're looking at
fabulous
some of the
ladies.
most intense competitors in
Ashley
all of
Marie,
WWE.
Charlotte Knight. Now, these are two wonderful ladies who, might I say, really do shine in the women's division.
Guys, this might not be a title match, but remember, she could very well be in the ring with an upcoming challenger. Keep that in mind as we move forward here.
Let's just
And
say,
that's what makes this match so important. In baseball,
let's just
they
say
call
the
it
high
advanced
moon
scouting.
shines
Preparing yourself
bright
with as
over
much information as
the
possible on
Archerverse
future
when you
opponents.
see the ladies
There's no
being
better
from
way to do
behind.
that than to step in the ring.
Woo-wee! Real nice.
This is a one-on-one matchup, and I don't think I have to remind anyone what's on the line here.
And this arena has hosted everything from basketball to hockey to even the cross, but they have never seen anything like they're about to witness here in this matchup. She scurries out of there. Oh, look at it.
Scoop slam.
I have returned. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Damn lineup. That's what I get for leaving the coffee at the concession stands, I suppose. But,
Oh, right to the throat.
oh, stun gun.
Patrick Starr says it's a sunrise and a moon drop there, you could say.
She
I
returns the
agree.
favor there.
I agree.
Big punch right to the throat. Vicious.
I know.
Kick right on point.
Hoping to end it early.
I mean,
an
seriously,
awful
that's
quick-
the last
She's
thin
got
I
a long
would
way
want.
to go before she should
That's
be
an awfully
counting
quick
on
pin
a
attempt.
victory here.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Spinning
Ooh.
kick to the gut.
Big spinning back kick from the Diamond Ashley Marie.
Forearm to the
Oh, big
face.
forearm right to the
Nothing
face.
fancy about that.
No, there was nothing fancy, but It certainly did the job. Put Ashley Marie right on her face.
On the face.
On the face.
Nicely done. Things taking a turn for her.
Kind of want to go get some popcorn from the snack stands.
Knife edge chop.
But I already had some earlier for a movie. What movie were you watching? Now I want to know what movie you were watching.
Movies are great. Let's talk movies. But we will keep talking about the action going on in the ring. As Ashley Marie just, I don't know what.
Wait a minute.
She's just,
Oh, look at this. Being taken upstairs. Stratisfaction.
Nicely.
oh
quickly
man.
going for the cover.
She's just getting her head rung through the ringer, Archer.
Stratisfaction, a.k.a. a Frankensteiner from the top turnbuckle. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, you're which one? The new one or the first one?
She's got that gleam in her eyes.
I still have to finish watching the first one. Loved what I saw. Oh, big roundhouse kick right in the face.
Match-winning move, guys.
Drop kick to the spine. She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She continues to press forward.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I really liked what I saw of
This is
Sonic
a
the
big
Hedgehog
risk.
so
Will it
far.
pay
I just
off?
haven't finished
Look at
watching
this.
it. Oh, did you see the hang time on that senton?
Oh my God, that was devastating.
And somehow Ashley Marie kicks out.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Oh, she is a fighter. She is a warrior. There's no denying her heart, Archer.
Amazing reflex.
Oh, nice calf kick right to the face. Ashley Marie looking to turn the tides here.
In a weakened state here, guys.
Ran into the referee. Big leg drop right to the throat. And
Rolling
another.
neck snap.
The Punisher in trouble here. Rose trying to chant some words of encouragement outside the ring. Armbar applied. The infamous,
Battling to get the upper hand.
notorious armbar of the Diamond Ashley Marie, but Randy Brewer
She
fighting
somehow
out though.
breaks free.
But you have to
The
wonder
damage might
how
be
much
done though. She's
damage was
grasping that
done.
arm. Whoa!
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Wow! Thunderous spine buster from the Punisher.
She goes for the cover.
A punishing spine buster, if you will. Wow, there it is. That is it. That is all.
Oh, man.
The Villagers picking up some bragging rights
Let's look back
over
at
the
action from the
Trailblazers
last
here
match.
tonight as the Punisher Randy Brewer picks up a big win over the Diamond Ashley Marie. Wow. So the winner of the match from Team Bromer. One half of the Villagers, she is the Punisher, Randy Brewer. Now again, it comes back to my question from earlier. Is this about the tag team division? Are these guys continuing that rivalry? Or was this about singles competition? Was this about the women's championship? I mean, we can only assume tag team rivalry because it is what we know, but we also know that both these women looking to climb the ladder and jump up that food chain towards the women's championship.
The Punisher.
Whether it be the United States Championship or the Women's World
And
Championship.
there's your winner via pinfall.
I don't think she's ever looked more
Yeah,
dominant.
it's a little hard telling
And
what
it'll be interesting
this
to
was
see the
really
ripple effects
truly
this
about.
win has
I
in the
mean,
weeks
No,
to
they
come.
well,
weren't.
I think, you know, both these women just are looking to, you know, spotlight both the respective teams. And unfortunately, the Brewers, well, they paved the way today.
They did. They looked phenomenal. I mean, both teams looked great in there. Oh, I mean, the patrons of the teams anyways. It wasn't a tag team matchup. But, I mean, both the Punisher and the Diamond Ashley Marie looked absolutely stellar in there tonight. They were on point. It was a battle that went back and forth. It just is what it is. Randy Brewer I mean, she brought her A game. She upped her game tonight, in my opinion, and was just able to edge out the formidable Ashley Murray. And up next, The Undertaker's got something to say. The Undertaker, last time we saw The Undertaker was about 2 weeks ago when he surprised everybody and won that 6-man eliminator matchup. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Just a wee phone call from the wifey. We have a sick child in the home this evening, but she's doing pretty good. She's got some medication, and she's having a good sleep right now. She's a true person. She'll battle through, but we're just keeping our eye on her. And the wifey's unable to sleep because she's worried. She's trying to get some sleep because she has to work tomorrow. But of course, Mama Bear worried about the cub, as would be expected, but Daddy is watching over the flock, so all is good. And the show is still on the go. And what a great show this is. I want to know what The Undertaker wants. I was just about to say, I think I did complete saying it, but I'll say it again. Where I was going with that was The Undertaker about 2 weeks ago surprised everybody and won that 6-man elimination matchup, and we haven't seen him since. So I'm curious to know, first of all, where's he been for 2 weeks? I mean, who was it that it was Marshall Omega, I believe, that he finally eliminated in that 6-man? Because actually, Cool and I, during that matchup, I recall, Cool was like, I can't believe that Omega is... Because he was handing The Undertaker an ass-whooping. And then Omega went upstairs. I remember this because it was a phenomenal thing. He goes upstairs, and I don't know what move he was trying to do, but The Undertaker catches him, plants him on the mat, picks him back up, and tombstoned him and picked up the big win. It was a really cool matchup, but I actually thought Marshall Omega was... Because he actually eliminated 4 people in that match, Omega did. It was a really cool match to watch, but The Undertaker was just a little too much for Omega that evening. But where has he been, Cool? Where has The Undertaker been? And what does he want?
Well, I think a man such as yourself will get the answers when Undertaker feels like giving you the answers. Undertaker's a man not to be trifled with, Archer. He'll do and walk to the beat of his own drum, as one would say. And
took the words out of my mouth, yeah. I was literally just going to say he does march to the beat of his own drum.
Well, okay.
Smiles awkwardly.
Oh, look at this. You've been all asking me on social media when I'm going to come out and address what's been going on. We were just talking about that. Fantastique. You're going to go get some pizza? What kind of pizza?
Gotta respect the effort.
Definitely a fan favorite.
Patrick Starr's having pizza.
Well, you can't talk about pizza and not offer it to everybody.
Well, he did ask if I want some, but it depends on what kind of pizza, really.
Oh, I know.
Most pizza is good.
He has good manners.
Most pizza is good, but, you know, if there's sardines on that shit, I don't want any.
A lot of resilience on display.
I do not want any. Yo, he's calling out Reese the Voice Williams. The Undertaker calling out Reese the Voice Williams. Interesting.
Very interesting.
No surprise, this superstar.
Well, The Undertaker has fought the other 2 members of Tons of Funk and lost to both. The Villain beat The Undertaker, and so did Uptown B. Henry. Now he's calling out a 3rd member. After all this time,
we might hear from him tonight.
Oh yeah, this is going to be
Reese
good.
the Voice Williams was also in that 6-man eliminator.
Let's find
He
out.
was eliminated by Marshall Omega. But now being called out by the winner of that 6-man eliminator. Very interesting. Very interesting. If it were me, I would have been calling out Marshall Omega because it was him that made it to the final 2 with the Undertaker, and him that eliminated 4 people. I mean, again, I was pretty sure Omega was going to win that matchup. A combination, and what is a combination? I mean, what is on? That could be anything.
It's hard to get a word in edgewise.
It depends on where you are. What a combination
doesn't even
is.
Begin to describe the blood between these superstars.
Is that like an all dressed? Is it a combination of bacon and ham, hamburger and pepperoni? What are we talking here? Where are we going with this pizza? What are we putting on it?
That's
what are we swallowing? What are we eating?
An angry reaction from an angry superstar.
Substance that devours hunger. Come on, what are we eating? Don't leave us hanging, Star.
Showing the proper respect. Uh-oh.
Showing the proper respect, but he tells him he better not be trying to weasel out of the match. Apparently, these guys are going to go to war at some point. They are not scheduled. Well, hell. I mean, Kyle Brewer wasn't originally double booked, and neither was Bobby Ventura, and that happened. So maybe these guys all of a sudden have a match too.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Very well.
Why not?
Considering how whacked out the booking
Not
is.
making any
Right?
friends, but not
Stares
really
at
concerned
Archer.
about it either.
Still
You
staring at
watched
Archer.
me in the back and watched me rise, and you hated it, he says. I don't think anybody hated it.
Well, okay.
Hard to finish anything around this place.
Mr. Money in the Bank. What the hell is Reese talking about? Well, you said it at the end.
A
That's
lot of
plain lie.
resilience
But
on display.
what the lie was is he
No
is
love
not
between these
Mr. Money in the Bank.
superstars, that's for sure.
I think the voice has been doing a little too much partying with tons of funk cool. Man just said that Undertaker was Mr. Money in the Bank. How does one become the Money in the Bank holder
You go at the door.
if they're not on Vinny K's roster? Oh, head butted him right in the face. Uh-oh. Ooh. You better be ready for a fight.
Oh, we are.
You better keep that action pressed, Mr. Williams. You just head-butted the dead man in the face.
Ooh, right to the throat. The referee
And
this
tried
was
to
over
decapitate him
before it
twice.
begins.
Wow.
The referee just had no other choice.
Reese the Voice Williams clearly not happy with The Undertaker calling him out here tonight. That is crazy. That right there was crazy. I mean, what the hell? The Voice was all over The Undertaker there. You see that? You see that? My man was all over The Undertaker.
He was.
Wow. You know, if I could figure out how to start a poll, there's supposed to be a way. We could run a poll for the matches, but I can't figure out how to do it. I got to go back and read certain things again. There's ways to start polls, which we'll utilize, because they don't have many of the options that we do on our other home for the Archerverse Wrestle Wars and WCW Monday Nitro and the Archerverse NWA. But they have polls, and we can utilize those polls to bet on wrestling matches here live on YouTube. Once we figure it out. Again, I'm still trying to figure out the Stream Elements piece. It wasn't as easy to put together as it was for Twitch. But I'll get that figured out. Cool and I will figure that out. And hopefully we'll have that ready for next week. and I'll figure out some of the commands and how to work the polls so that we can, because we are officially entering the championship rounds, the last 3 matches of the night, when we would normally, for those of anybody that's new to the Archerverse or going to be viewing later and are new to the Archerverse, the championship rounds are the final 3 matches of any night. Even if there's multiple championship matches, we consider the championship rounds the final 3 matches of the night. And we usually bet on matches. People can earn Archerverse bucks. Now, clearly here on YouTube, that's not a possibility at this time. But we can still bet on matches and still have some fun doing that until YouTube eventually decides to implement their... because they are going to implement something similar where you can earn points within the chat. I was literally just reading something not long ago about some of the changes they want to make. They just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, so we'll just have to be patient for that. But there's things we can do, though, and that's the point, and that's all that matters. What I like about YouTube so far is how smooth everything runs. I mean, there's a few different reasons, actually. I like how you as the viewer, if you miss something, you can actually rewind the live feed and go back and watch it. And then, of course, you'll have to fast forward or else you'll be behind. But then you just click it ahead and go back to live. But I really like that. That's cool that you guys are able to do that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, first matchup of the championship rounds. It is Team the Ornery Knights stunning Marshall Omega challenging the Wanderer Kyle Brewer for the Archerverse Light Heavyweight World Championship matchup. Marshall Omega has been a former Pure Wrestling champion on 2 occasions. And he is looking to pick up his next big championship victory. He has not held gold in just a little over a month, I believe, since he lost the Northern Continental Heavyweight Championship to the Nightmare Joseph Woods. They've had a long-standing rivalry. I highly doubt it's over. And considering Woods is still the Northern Continental Heavyweight Champion... Wait, no he's not. Joseph Woods lost that title to Reese Williams.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have a long-standing rivalry. He was the last person to beat Omega. Highly doubt that Omega is through with Joseph Woods. Fantastic rivalry, too, by the way. They've had some epic matchups. But tonight, clearly setting his sights in a different direction. But he better be ready for just as much of a war as he was against Joseph Woods, because the Wanderer is going to bring it to Marshall Omega. He doesn't just wait for his challengers to attack him. He immediately goes on the attack and makes his intentions at a title defense very clear from the opening bell. So Marshall Omega better be ready for a fight here. All right, here we go. First matchup of the championship rounds. It is go time. Let's go. Stunning Marshall Omega versus the Wanderer. Kyle Brewer, the Archerverse Light Heavyweight World Championship on the line.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And is for the Light Heavyweight World Championship.
And making his way to the ring first, from Team the Ornery Knight, he's the former 2-time Pure Wrestling champion. And 2-time Northern Continental Heavyweight Champion. He is stunning Marshall Omega.
The championship is on the line here tonight.
And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one.
Guys, he's been waiting a very long time for this match here tonight.
Yes, he has, but he's going to be waiting even longer for another title opportunity if he's not successful here tonight. So
interesting that he won the championship so quickly when he was originally traded to WCW Monday Nitro before our second trade brought him back to the Archerverse. Because he didn't struggle for victories or anything on the Archerverse roster, but he hadn't won a championship yet, and he was maybe on Vinny K's roster for a couple of weeks and got an opportunity. And he didn't just open the door to opportunity. He kicked that bitch down and won the WWE Pure Wrestling Championship at the time.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And
then he kind of never looked back from there. I mean, he ended up losing that title, but regained it. And then was traded. Lost the championship to Uptown B. Henry. And then proceeded to come onto the roster and win the Northern Continental Championship, which he and Joseph Woods battle over for weeks. Back and forth. Both non-title and title contests. At the time, they did not care as long as they got to punch each other in the face.
The look on the champ's face tells the story of a man eager to get this match underway.
I guarantee you, Kyle Brewer will want to punch him in the face.
He might not want to be so excited.
The brand new Archerverse Light Heavyweight World Championship belt. Looking mighty fine.
Introducing the challenger from Greensboro, North Carolina.
And from Team at the Ornery Knight.
35 pounds. Marshall Stunning Omega.
No relation to Kenny Omega, by the way.
No relation to Kenny Omega.
None.
Because he feels he is the Omega.
The Omega.
Pounds. He is the Kyle, the Wanderer Brewer.
All right, here we go. One of the most formidable champions in Archerverse history, putting his title on the line against a former four-time champion. Here we go, Cool. Who's your money on? Who's your money on? If you were able to bet right now, who you betting on? The Wanderer or Stunning Marshall Omega?
Championship that gained a lot of prestige and
I know, right? It's tough.
I can't stand either of them.
By yours truly, you know it finally matters.
And Kyle Brewer's a five-time champion.
Not Mr. Modest today, are you, Corey?
Marshall Omega's a four-time champion.
If I like my money, I'm going with Brewer.
Down here.
Yeah.
What an impasse.
And no offense intended towards Marshall Omega. He is a great wrestler. We're not saying he's not, but man, oh man, Kyle Brewer. Very impressive superstar is Kyle Brewer.
In full control.
Albeit unorthodox. But man, oh man, he can high fly. He can brawl. He's got technical ability. I mean, there's a reason he's a five-time champion, right?
Why don't you ask him, your hand in marriage?
I want
very into the man.
He's a beautiful man. You gotta love that beard of his.
Is it fully locked in? Fighting.
It's very
You
sexy.
lose yourself in it, literally.
Oh, and he breaks free.
A little Neanderthalish, but
might have already been done, Michael.
Some chicks and, men dig that.
what I was going to say is I would love to see the Wanderer get another shot at the world title. He's only ever had one shot. He was unsuccessful at his campaign, but a lot has happened and a lot has changed since then.
You know who I'd love to see get a shot at the world title?
Here.
You're going to say the Iceman Christian Hart.
I think he should be the perennial contender.
All right, Patrick Starr, you have a good night. Enjoy your rest. Lurk away. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much. It's too bad you're going to bed now, Patrick Starr. There's only 2 matches left.
Oh, man, right to the
There is only 2 matches left, the co-main event and the main event.
Co-main event.
It's the weekend, sir. Do you have plans? Do you have to go visit the Pomela sisters? Are they awaiting?
It doesn't matter if you have plans.
It doesn't
You're to be
matter.
Here watching the Archerverse.
Maybe he's got plans with the Pomela twins.
Maybe he does.
No, just tired, he says. I guess you're going to have to catch the VOD for the final two matchups.
I guess you never know.
The champ.
They are going to be barn burners, Patrick Starr.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had a fully locked.
They are going to tear it down. We have the World Tag Team Championships on the line.
Oh, and a knee strike.
And then, of course, the World Championship is up for grabs
He's got nowhere to go in that corner.
as the Falcon Robert Rage challenges the new undisputed champion, the villain of the Archerverse, Kareem Key Woods, for the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship.
Superplex.
Yo, Land Famous. Ephemeral is Land Famous, if you're wondering.
Hooked up in a pump handle.
Is still here.
Neck breaker.
Man, that was nasty.
Chilling with the Army. Chilling like a villain. Big forearms to the face of Kyle Brewer. Looks like Marshall Omega digging out that inner beast of his.
Up into the electric chair.
Electric chair position. Oh, he drops it into a German suplex. Wow, the torque on that. I mean, I was just going to say Brewer might be out on that one, but he's managed to kick out at two there.
He's in trouble.
Whoa. Yo, Patrick Starr, you too, sir. Thank you very much. You are appreciated. Really appreciate you stopping by the land of YouTube and still supporting the Archerverse on its new venture into deeper waters. We will see you Monday night, sir, for WCW Monday Nitro live on Twitch.
Here's another quick look at some of the highlights.
What the hell did I just watch even?
I don't know what the heck you just watched.
Can you explain that one to me? I know, but can you explain it to me?
can't.
Crazy.
Here is your winner and new
Wow.
Marshall Stunning
Wow.
Mega.
I mean, he did it.
On the resume.
And not only did he do it, he dominated Kyle Brewer. Now, to be fair, Kyle Brewer stepped up to the plate when a missing Scott Steiner was. We were unable to locate him for his matchup. So Kyle Brewer stepped up to the plate and opened up the evening against Bobby Ventura, who apparently didn't have enough things to do for the evening. He took a beating, then he came back and won a matchup. Kyle Brewer 2-0 on the evening. Kyle Brewer 1-0 on the evening as well. They both won a match, lost a match. There's been some strange things happening tonight. We still do not know where Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner is, by the way. And
I'm still blaming suboptimal booking, but
I say a fine is in order. I say a fine is in order. The man took off. Scared of his opponent, apparently. Perhaps for good reason after tonight's show. But, I mean, I thought he was Big Papa Pump. He's supposed to be Big Papa Pump.
nah, it just sounds like he's big sloppy chump.
Big, sloppy, missing chump. Big, sloppy, missing chump. All right, so winner of the match and new reigning defending Archerverse Light Heavyweight World Champion from Team The Ornery Knight. Stunning Marshall Omega just shocked the world. I mean, he dominated Brewer. That was unbelievable. I've never seen. When have you ever seen Kyle Brewer dominated? Not even against the Enforcer.
Well, not until today.
That's crazy, right? That is crazy. And you and I both put our money on Kyle Brewer is the funny part of that.
Well, Omega, he has his number. That's what it is.
That is crazy. Anyways, it is what it is. We have a brand new champion, so congratulations to the team the Ornery Knight, the Ornery Knight. I just gave them a third person without actually speaking third person. Good for me. Anyways, Team the Ornery Knight for a big win over Team Bromer and the Wanderer, Kyle Brewer. Wow, congratulations on the championship victory. Crazy. Dominated Kyle Brewer.
I know.
I'm still not even sure what to think of that. I know you and I would have lost some money if we actually had thrown down our wallets on that one. You and I just shit the bed.
Yeah, we shit the bed.
We shit the bed on that bet.
Not great. Not great.
No. But I mean, I do like surprises, and if you were going to choose a superstar that's been up and rising, and he's a 4-time champion anyway, if you were going to pick a superstar to do something like that, hell, why not be Marshall Omega? I mean, he's one of the only superstars in the locker room that doesn't have heat with somebody. Takes on all comers, but somehow has no enemies yet. Love to know how he's accomplished that. I mean, maybe he pays people. Maybe he pays people.
Maybe he does.
It's just strange. No enemies in the locker room, as of yet, anyways. Oh, well, I mean, he might have made one tonight. He may have made one tonight in the Wanderer Kyle Brewer, though, to be fair. We know Kyle Brewer ain't going to take that one laying down, although he was lying down. Because Marshall Omega made him lie down.
Oh,
He took a little nappy in the squared circle, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, it is Demolition, Team Complete Geek TV, and Team The Turret Man. It is Cyborg Adam Colossus and the Terror Johnny Braddock taking on King, self-proclaimed King of the Archers, King David Devious, and the one Elijah Archer. They are the Coalition, and it is for the Archers World Tag Team Championships. And by the way, if Demolition is able to beat the Coalition, they will become double Tag Team Champions because they are the reigning defending NWA World Heavyweight Champions, World Tag Team Champions. Well, I guess a heavyweight tag team. All right. So, cool, we got to do a better job this time. I'm going with Demolition on this one. Demolition is hungry. They haven't had those titles in a while. And yes, I understand they are champions. They are the NWA champions, though. There's a big difference between NWA Tag Team Division and the Archivers Tag Team Division.
Well, if I have to speak, there is one universal truth that we all know, that Elijah Archer sucks balls. Especially when it comes to the big main event. See them dropping the Demolition.
You're not wrong. Archer does that a lot. You're not wrong. It's funny because we make fun of the Blueprint Chase Coleman for that all the time. When Archer, I think it's just because everybody likes Archer more, but Archer has shit the bed more than any other superstar next to Chase Coleman. He wins matchups. He even wins titles. But when it comes to the pay-per-view matches, when it comes, like Cool just said, when it comes to the matches that matter, the big matches, he shits the bed.
That was really weird. My stream was paused.
Your stream was paused?
Yeah, it was paused for like the last 2 minutes. I'm like, why are we still on this loading screen here?
Ban the Cool Puto.
Didn't realize I paused it.
We're just going to blame the system and not the user this time, this one time, and we're going to say ban Cool Puto. All right, here we go. Demolition has already hit the ring. Again, if they win, they'll be double tag team champions, and they will be the first double tag team champions of the new era. Not one tag team has held 2 tag team championships at once as of yet since the resurrection. The biggest resurrection since Jesus.
You son of a bitch.
You were waiting for it. You loved.
I did. I was waiting to maybe not hear it the entire day, and it would have been, my day would have probably ended on a higher note. Now I had to hear that.
And listen to the crowd. They are 100% behind the Coalition. And here they come, strutting to the ring, the one Elijah Archer and the self-proclaimed king of the Archerverse, David Devious from Team Dave Demented Gaming. The Coalition.
Just so you people know, when you are watching the VOD or running this back, you don't need to turn down your volume. Video production obviously piped in fucking crowd noise for this shit.
The crowd couldn't possibly be cheering for the Coalition.
Not this loud. This is obviously fabricated.
It is quite loud, actually.
You son of a bitch.
Man, the new logos look good. I can't help. Every time I get a chance to look at it, and if you look up in the nosebleed section and look at the electronic billboards, you'll notice that the new logos look really good up there too. Look at that! Look at that!
Unison from bell to bell if they want those tag team titles.
Team Dogface, Team Christian Cool, the Turret Man, and the Archerverse. Here we go. The Archerverse World Tag Team Championships on the line. It is go time. Demolition and the Coalition.
Grabs right now have been the talk of the locker room.
King David Devious overpowering Johnny Braddock into the turnbuckle here.
Really, Byron?
And Colossus being a good boy.
You, Michael, I have highly confidential.
Oh, evasion. But then Johnny Braddock misses his big boot. Nice neck breaker by David Devious and a snapmare.
That hurt. A sharp one right.
Man, oh man, he's going right to work on Johnny Braddock, as he must if you do not press the action.
Elbow drop.
With Demolition, they will end your night very quickly. Look at that, not even a one count. Devious goes for a very early pin attempt, but Johnny Braddock says, oh hell no. Makes him eat the turnbuckle. Look at this. Tags in Colossus. Little tag team work there.
Very curious move to go
David Devious being fed the soul of Adam Colossus, if you will.
He's in big trouble.
Oh, flatliner. Adam Colossus.
Unfortunately, he still has a pulse.
Desperately needs to make
He does still have a pulse.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner.
Nice evasion, big counter, and clothesline by David Devious, and in comes Archer. Oh, drops a kill switch right away on Colossus. Looks like Archer's joining the
This is raw power here.
triple suplex club here.
There's more to come.
A triple gut wrench suplex by Archer, slamming the spine of Adam Colossus right into the canvas.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Oh, vicious series of knees right to the rib, and actually it's more in the kidney area. If you notice, he got his knee up really high there on the back. That was more the kidney than it was the rib and the rib area, I would say. Nice tag by Braddock. Archer forced down off the corner, but Luthez press and takes Braddock out immediately.
Certainly shifted here, Michael.
Dangerous situation.
Whips
here,
Braddock hard to the corner.
Treacherous.
And a series of big back elbows to the sides of Johnny Braddock's head. Look at that. I was just going to say he's probably seeing stars, but he hops right back to his feet, and on the attack is Johnny Braddock. He's got Archer against the turnbuckle. Big boot to the chest. Uh-oh. Alley-oop bomb.
From way up high.
And Johnny Braddock
Setting him up for the flat
taking it to Elijah Archer. Big flatliner. And Archer coming back in the hard way. No, reversal. Reverse suplex slams Johnny Braddock face first onto the canvas. And Archer going back to work on the Terror. And here we go again. Gut wrench suplex for the second time.
Not done yet.
Good Lord.
I hope Braddock had another plan in mind when they decided to get in the ring.
Oh!
I hope he wanted to become more than just a crash pad for Archer and Devious here.
Right? I mean, first it was Colossus getting the gut wrenches. Now, Johnny Braddock feeling the pain of Adam Colossus.
The abuse his body has gone through in this match is a little disturbing.
Well, Archer with some bad intentions here.
It's almost like
reversal by Johnny Braddock, and he is flying. Wow. Diving clothesline takes Archer right off his feet.
Comes in off the tag.
In comes Colossus.
It had to happen this way for him to make a comeback.
Holy Christ, he punt kicked him.
Oh, what a kick.
Colossus thinks he's playing football here, and Archer is apparently the football. Damn, gut-wrenched powerbomb by Adam Colossus. But a reversal by Archer. Tried to send Colossus over the top rope, but he hangs onto that top rope for dear life. And look at this, Archer gets... Wow.
Absolutely not.
That was savage.
That was rude.
Needs to make
Archer
here, Corey.
taunting,
Right, Cole. There's no
doing
way
what
around it.
Archer does
Vital at this point in the match.
Wow.
He got
preventing the
punished.
tag now.
It doesn't get much
Colossus
more exciting
caught
than
with
this,
a
Michael.
spear out of nowhere from King David Devious.
Axe handle finds the mark.
And yes, Archer should not have been taunting, and he got caught. He got caught. He shit the bed on that one.
Oh my God.
But that was a tremendous suplex to the
Worse than a
outside.
dog, ladies and gentlemen, worse than a dog.
If I'm his partner, I'm furious right now. There's no reason why he shouldn't have
It was
made
a
a tag.
savage suplex.
Champion into the cover.
Savage
He
indeed.
gets the shoulder up before 3. He just
2 count only. Colossus kicks out.
I think the crowd knows what we're about to see.
Oh!
crown. Another one bites
Spike
the dust for the
DDT.
champ. He gets dropped.
Wow!
Wow, what a match.
Jeez. That is it. That is all,
These
ladies
guys
and
feel no love
gentlemen.
for each other. Here's another look.
Oh, man. Thank God I'm not made of money.
Yeah, I just lost my wallet on that one, too. The winners of the match, and still the Archerverse World Tag Team Champions from Team Dave Demented Gaming and the Archerverse. The one Elijah Archer and the self-proclaimed King of the Archerverse, David Devious. They are the Coalition. Wow.
Here are your winners and still.
That's the first time, by the way,
What a match that
that the
was, ladies and
Coalition
gentlemen.
has beaten the
That's how you
Demolition
defend a championship,
in
ladies
months.
and gentlemen. You must fight
Literally.
like your life depends on
Demolition
it, and
has
that's
beaten them in
exactly what we
tag
saw
team
here tonight.
competition and
That's
singles
exactly
competition.
the type of action we've come to expect when the tag titles are on the line.
But tonight, the tag team champions were on their A game. And I'll be honest, I don't know if you noticed, Cool, but Demolition didn't tag in and out as quickly as they normally do. They didn't utilize that tag that they normally do during their matches.
Well, if I thought that they would have had an easier time, but as you can tell, we were proven wrong.
Yeah, we lost again. I can't believe. It's a good thing we aren't actually able to bet our money on these matches right now because, yeah, you and I are shitting the bed when it comes to bets. Uh-oh, looks like we have a sore loser in the chat room, Coolio. Look at that, look at that. If it was Christian Hart losing, could you imagine what he would have to say? And look what he's whining and crying over there. Cool.
I'm not one to.
He's whining and crying
degrade
over there.
myself to bitching in the chat room. I am not. I'm above that. But Mr. T, on the other hand, well, shame on him.
I think that maybe since he's taking the liberty to, challenge the legitimacy of the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, the late night place to be, and the must-see show on YouTube TV, I think that maybe the Turret Man is looking for a dark match, looking for some redemption, because he just lost. Oh, sorry, did I say that too loud? Was that too loud? Should that have been quieter? Was that over the edge? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know what to think anymore, Archer.
What was it? How about this? How would you have said it? how would you have said or brought the information to the fans that, Johnny Braddock lost his match?
I would have probably told the fans that Johnny Braddock was in over his head.
He saw a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool and drowned on that, baby.
Oh, he did.
So, I think he wants some redemption. So, how about this? Because I hear he's raring to go. I think maybe for the dark match main event, check this out. Dark match main event. We got the Hart Foundation. We got Demolition. And whose titles do we put online? Do we put the IWGP titles or the NWA titles? Who wants to become double tag team champions? Hart Foundation or Demolition? I don't think the Hart Foundation has had that opportunity lately. I say we put Demolitions on the title. We put their titles on the line. Cool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
agree.
that's what we do. But, ladies and gentlemen, as much as we're having fun and we're teasing Team the Turret Man, we are at the main event of the evening for the main card, and this has become my most anticipated matchup of the night since the get-go, because they went at each other in the beginning of the show during a segment. This is going to be one hell of a heated matchup. It's probably going to get ugly really quick. It is for the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship, and the villain of the Archerverse, Kareem Key Woods, just won that title not too long ago. Quick turnaround. He wants to impress the fans in YouTube land. He's ready to defend his title, but he better be ready to fight, because the Falcon Robert Rage will fly, and he is coming to bring the fight to the villain. So here we go. Without further ado, the main event of the evening for the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship. From Team TV Crips, it is the Falcon Robert Rage, and from Team I'm Just Key, the reigning, defending, undisputed Archerverse World Heavyweight Champion, Kareem Key Woods. Let's go. It is go time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
And is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The World Heavyweight Championship, the most prestigious prize in professional sports wrestling today. Professional sports wrestling. I just created a new fucking word. Good for me. Professional sports wrestling, cool. Have you heard of it? It's the newest sensation.
I've heard of sports entertainment, but
Thank
I don't know.
you.
Professional sports wrestling.
Thank you. Oh, good God.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media...
One half of the Disciples,
match,
former three-time Archerverse World Tag Team Champions, and one-time WCW World Tag Team Champions. Robert Rage has also been a Pure Wrestling Champion. And when it was in existence, now we're going back a hot minute, because Christian Hart was also a champion. He was the Impact Hardcore Champion. Lost that title to the Soul Man Jay Simmons, who, by the way, lost that title to... Who'd he lose it to, Cole? Do you remember? You must remember.
You talking about who Cool lost to?
No. So, Jay Simmons beat Robert Rage for the Impact Hardcore Championship, and then about 2-3 weeks later, somebody else took that championship away from the Soul Man Jay Simmons. It was Christian Hart. That is correct. Correct. I should eat soap for mimicking the Miz.
In this one, guys.
And don't be surprised.
I'm trying to do like 3 or 4 things at once here, Archer. It's not fair for me to recall history and to answer your silly
and Byron, you simply cannot deny the magnitude of this match right here.
Well, yeah, nobody redeemed that shit, eh?
Seems to kick up
exactly. They didn't. So shut the fuck up.
I was thinking about just removing that channel reward, because unless you're an actual wrestling fan, you're probably not going to redeem it.
No.
It's almost a waste even beyond there. We can come up with something better.
I was wondering why it was even on there.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why it's on there, but I also don't. Yeah,
I'm in the same boat.
It's like, unless you're a wrestling fan, you're not going to.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've been going back and forth on that. But now that we've discussed it, I'm just going to remove it.
But, I mean, I would get rid of it if you need more channel rewards, like if you need more options.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking.
I know there's a limit.
There's
a limit.
There is, yeah. I'm not sure what the limit is, though.
It's like, because I hit the limit with my blurts. I think it's like 50, 60 maybe? Yeah, I think it's 60.
Is it 60? Yeah. Well, I mean, we can leave it for now, and when we come up with something better, we'll just switch it out.
This industry.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We always do. The most prestigious prize in the business today, the Archerverse World Heavyweight Championship. It's been held by the likes of Christian Hart, Uptown B. Henry, the Undertaker,
opportunity is knocking for one competitor for the win to retain
Elijah Archer for a short spell. The one time in his career that he ever held that championship.
There's a crucifix, nicely done.
And look at this, Robert Rage going right to work on the champion. Is somebody hitting the fast forward button? What the fuck?
No one's hitting the fast forward button.
Look how fast they are moving in that ring right now.
Rage is just kicking his ass.
Good God.
Agility there.
Oh, look at the jab. The villain went to mount a comeback and was met by a big fist right to the face. Robert Rage all over the champion. Whoa.
He had to be prepared to take some damage tonight.
BRB going to trademark that really quick, T says. Mr. T's got jokes tonight. Mr. T's got jokes. Wow. I don't even know what to say here, folks. Our champions taking a beating tonight. I mean, Kyle Brewer lost his title. Took a beat down from Marshall Omega, which nobody expected.
Oh, what a forearm. Inverted DDT.
The villain attempting to shift gears here and get things going in his direction. Whoa! Pele kick right to the face of Robert Rage. And the tides are definitely turned here. And the villain now in control and on the attack. And look at that sexy banner on the side of the ring. I forgot that was there till right now.
Oh, yeah?
Very pretty. And I like how you fixed the top of it that I screwed up too, by the way. To be fair, though, you screwed up the very bottom. You screwed up there, but you fixed the top of it, which is nice. It's nice to see it properly shaped at the top.
The bottom, there was no way around that.
No, we'll just have to cover up the little indents, that's all. That's an easy enough fix. Just add a little strip of color to where the indents are.
It's not looking good for him here.
He's got to get out of
little
that
patchwork. But what an amazing looking banner.
I would just say recreate that whole entire logo altogether.
He's not going to like this.
Yeah, I should do that, actually. You're right, I should do that. You know what, I will do that.
I mean, you can do it or I can do it.
Why don't you wouldn't have the picture, though?
Looking for the victory.
I'd have to actually take a picture of it and send it to you. Yeah.
You send me the file that T gave you. I'm sure that's that one T gave you.
Whoa! Wow! Out of nowhere, a Hurricanrana to the champion by Robert Rage. Did you see that? Wow! Jackknifed him. Robert Rage back in control and on. Whoa!
That was amazing.
That was like a tilt-a-whirl armbar takedown. And the champion powers out and throws Robert Rage off. Big back fist. These guys are going back and forth. What a matchup this is turning into. Now this is what you want for a main event World Championship matchup, folks. Right here. The Falcon and the Villain burning it down. Woo! Owie. Now that was some villainy right there. Did you see that?
Interesting game plan here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason they call him the villain of the Archerverse, it isn't just Eddie Guerrero that can lie, cheat, and steal, amongst other qualities that the villain has. Believe you me.
No. There's a difference. When Eddie lies, cheats, or steals, he's still considered a hero. When he lies, cheats, or steals, he's the villain.
He's just the villain.
He is just a villain. It's nasty.
And he would have it no other way, too, is the funny part about that.
Exactly.
Oh! Returning the favor.
He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
Rage kicks out, but Boston Crab locked in. Right in the middle of the ring, but Rage is fighting. He's still fighting. He is still in it to win it. He did not tap out, and the Villain gets frustrated and releases the hold. But look at this.
Here it comes. He's got him.
What is he up to here? The Villain of the Archerverse. Springboard forearm. Busted open Robert Rage, and the champion has Robert Rage right where he wants him at the moment. Wow, that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the matchup, and still the Archerverse World Heavyweight Champion. He is one of the three from the place to be, Trigger Talk TV. 1/3 of Tons of Funk. He is the villain of the Archerverse, Kareem Key Woods from Team I'm Just Key. Wow. So right now, the only member of Tons of Funk that is not a champion, oddly enough, Uptown B. Henry. Not the norm.
That is not normal.
That is not normal. Wow, what a victory. What a fight. What a match. I mean, I don't care that Robert Rage lost that match. I would love to see them run that back at some point. That was fantastic.
Hearing every bit of that victory here tonight.
What a way to end the main card. That was just pure epic awesomeness personified. That was a great show. Man, the second edition of the Archerverse War Zone here live on YouTube has been an absolutely fantastic evening. Great wrestling action on an elite level as always. And of course, our next show, episode number 216, will be live 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over in the land of Twitch. Live on Twitch, WCW Monday Nitro, as we continue that road to the Archerverse Slammiversary, which is coming up in just about 2 weeks' time. It is going to be one hell of an epic adventure. It is 1 year culmination of storytelling, feuding, rivalries, great people showing up, meeting great people, having great conversations with those great people. We have had one hell of a ride, and let's not forget, it is where we all came together as a community. Christian Cool has been a fan of the Archerverse and been part of the Archerverse, not since inception, but pretty damn close. Only a couple months later did Christian Cool show up and left his footprint, if you will, on the promotion and never left. He has been part of the broadcast. He's been part of the creative. He's been part of talent relations. He is involved in every aspect of the Archerverse that makes it the late night place to be and the most must-see show on YouTube TV and Twitch TV. The very best in fantasy wrestling excellence. It is why we are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, and will continue to strive to raise the bar each and every time. But what a great night. It's been fantastic. So WCW Monday Nitro, Monday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It continues that road to the next big extravaganza, the showcase of the Immortals. And it is going to be a great time. But we're not done yet tonight. We're going to have ourselves one last matchup. We're going to have ourselves a go-home happy match, a dark match main event. And it is going to be the Hart Foundation in the spotlight. taking on Demolition for the NWA World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. In a moment's time. In a moment's time.
In a moment's time. I have to say, Archer, it feels nice being the grease that runs your engine. Yeah!
Yeah, you are a little greasy. You walked into that one. You walked into that.
You're an asshole.
Johnny Gargano's going to be on WCW Monday Night now.
All right.
I am intrigued. Johnny Wrestling.
Right there.
Fuck yeah. I cannot wait to see what Vinny K. And by the way, he hasn't been showing up every Monday night, but man, oh man, when he does, Alan Severn, not too far behind, is he? And let's talk about Alan Severn, by the way. You know, we've talked about him in recent weeks about how his resurgence since the biggest resurrection since Jesus, the Archerverse 2.0, came into existence.
You forced that in there. That was so forced. It felt like cactus going up my ass. You really need to know when.
Wait. Slam on the brakes. Beep, beep, beep. Back that truck up. It was like a cactus being shoved up your ass.
Yeah, that felt like forcing cactus up my ass. Yeah, that's how much you forced that in there.
As absolutely pleasurable and pleasant as that thought is, when and how did that feel?
You don't want to know. We're not gonna. This is not for discussion.
You
this is not
were under the ring with
for
fucking Joseph Woods and Ann Woods again, weren't you?
No
lies.
No, that involves fire, jackass.
We found chains under the ring.
And you know what else you find under the ring that's really suspect and ridiculous?
No, I don't, because I'm not going under that shit.
Kendo sticks.
Why
are kendo sticks under the ring, Archer?
There's more than just kendo sticks under there. I don't even want to know what's under there. Why? I want to know why so many people want to spend so much time under that ring. You got Bromer, DC, Ann Woods, Joseph Woods, Christian Cool. I mean, what is going on? It's like one big giant orgy under there, or something. I don't even want to know what that something is.
It's the new Brood.
The new Brood. You know what? Did you know what promotion was it? They almost made a. They were gonna have Gangrel and Christian come out, very brutish. I think was it in WWE?
They were gonna. AEW was gonna do a
AEW,
related something.
Yeah.
And Edge beat him to it, and
you know what?
Told Gangrel, sorry, we're not doing it anymore.
You know what? Edge needs to keep that entrance.
I wish he would, but
that was a badass entrance. It really, really was.
I mean, I think just for the one of, it's good enough. Like that was that entrance is going to be in my heart forever. Like I'm sorry, that was badass. And you can't take that away from me.
Yeah, no, it was. It really, really was. All right. Let's see here. We got the wrong letter. There we go. There we go. And the NWA World Tag Team Championships are going up on the line. All right, here we go.